Sorry.
And now, our feature presentation.
Love
Bourbon Boys.
Outsiders Own 708 podcast.
Hey. You want to know where I'm at? We outside.
We outside.
708.
Hey.
Outside. 708.
Hey.
Outside. 708.
Hey.
Outside. 708. Bourbon Boys.
What she say?
Attention audience, Reed is just here to pod, Zach is here to tell the truth, Meech is here to report, and Brother James is a man of God. This show is purely for entertainment purposes only. Parental discretion is advised.
What an intro, brother. I loved it. That was amazing.
Yo, welcome back for another episode of Outsiders Only 708 podcast. I believe this is episode 132. We can be found on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube.
What?
I'm Reed at the Cloudiest.
It's Pusher 2_Z.
What? Notified little big Meech.
And I am a sinner.
Hey!
That's only saved by grace.
Hey!
Lord, forgive me.
All right now.
Lord, forgive me if I say something out of place.
Hey!
It's your favorite man of God, Brother James. Amen.
Hey!
Amen.
Could you harmonize with me real quick?
Okay, what's that?
Here we go. Y'all niggas ain't stopping cold. Y'all niggas ain't stopping cold. Y'all niggas ain't stopping cold. Y'all niggas ain't stopping cold.
That was beautiful, brother.
My man.
That was beautiful.
All right.
That was beautiful.
All right.
I feel the spirit. I feel the
Pod
spirit
energy
this
set.
morning.
I was
Blessings.
really
the
trying
spirit.
to start the pod off a particular type of way. I was trying to come in here and figure out how I wanted to attack this. But come on, let's just get this shit out the way. Brother James, the floor is yours.
Solo.
Did y'all see, did y'all witness, did y'all hear the return of the phenom, Vietnam, Cold World,
Hey!
the chosen one?
Poison.
Let me tell you something. That man came out of here with Port Antonio, right? Batting 1,000. Like he's always been doing. This ain't nothing new. I don't know why people acting like this is something new, but it ain't nothing new. He been doing this for years, batting 1,000. And I would just like to say, hey, man, y'all understand now why he's the GOAT. Y'all understand now why he's the greatest. Y'all understand why he stays in his own lane and mastered that lane. He ain't here for all the media hype. He ain't here for all the media buzz. He ain't here for all the social media quotables.
Praise!
Hashtags. Algorithms. He is in it for the love of the game. What Money Making Mitch say? I love the game, B. He loves the game. You feel what I'm saying? J. Cole came out, held it down, did his thing. Cold World, Jermaine Cole, King Cole, however you want to say it. GOAT, greatest of all time, however you want to say it. Yeah, that's right. I'm that guy today. Yes, I'm here. I'm J. Cole's protector. I'm the one that's representing him. Me, Brother James. Yes, he's the best. He's the greatest. I don't care what none of y'all are saying. And if you don't get it, then you're behind. But it's all right, because those who understand it, hey, we here. We here.
All right, so let's get into the song.
I just want to say one thing about, Brother James' dissertation that he just gave. He's definitely paying attention to the internet.
I never said he didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't. I said he's not here for that.
This song proves he's here for that.
No. Okay. He was addressing it. It's a difference.
It's
a difference to address something and be here for something.
He's been addressing the internet a lot lately.
We got to fix that.
Okay. So
You got to hold it for now.
I'm not holding this the whole fucking time.
Yeah, shorten it up with that. Yeah. And then. Yeah. All right.
Keep talking.
All right.
So, how do you feel about this song, James? Like,
I loved it.
You loved it?
He was on that joint rapping.
What did you love about it? What was it? The things that he was saying, the things that he was addressing. Was it the production?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I like the production, the lyricism, the storytelling, and then like how he even addressed it. Because the thing is, he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't. All right. So if people was gonna say something about him, and I'm glad he actually did speak about it. But if he didn't, everybody would have just been on that. Oh man, this is that. You ain't gonna say nothing about your boy. You ain't gonna say nothing about this and that. And then he was literally even furthermore proving that, yo, it ain't even no bias that I have in this. He was just like, yo, man, I wasn't trying to lose friends. And, yo, Drake, you still my nigga. Kendrick, I wasn't trying to battle you because I know how messy this whole thing could get. So I like the fact that he did address that. And it just the things he was saying, the lyricism, he always, like, knocking it out the park. I ain't gonna lie. The beginning caught me off guard a little bit until the beat actually picked up. Because when I was listening to it at first, and I was like, ugh.
I ain't gonna lie, when it came on, I was like, it's a J. Cole song. Yeah. I didn't expect nothing afterwards to happen, but he did address some shit. And then
when he got it going, yeah. So I love the song, man. I listened to it several times, you know. Thank you guys for sending it to me. You guys sent it to me. So.
Can I go?
Go ahead, Meech.
All right. So first of all, I said on the pod a while ago, if going forward, if I don't have nothing good to say about J. Cole, I'm not gonna say it. So I'm not gonna say what I would have normally have said. I will say that. No. Let me finish. I wait patiently. Here we go. I think he was rapping amazing. I actually think he was woke on this song. Like he was alert and he had something to say. Now, let's get to the shit. How do you feel about the actual content of this nigga still talking about, I got the gun. This gun is still on my lap, Nick. The gun is still sitting there. I could shoot this shit at all you niggas. Except you two niggas. The one that's actively in this battle. How do you feel about this nigga still sitting up here saying he had the ability to bomb on these niggas and still woke because he just don't want to lose friends?
He does. It's almost like this, right?
You believe in that gun still?
I'm going to put it like this, right?
You think that gun is real?
Absolutely.
That is not a phony gun.
It's on his lap. It's on his lap. Let me tell you something.
Do you think he's ever going to bust that gun?
Probably not, because he had opportunity to and he didn't. So this is what I'm saying.
Can we take the gun away?
No. Because he has the ability to. Because you don't do something doesn't mean you doesn't have the ability to. I'm just like this, right?
But should you have the confidence in that gun, knowing that he will not bust that gun?
Absolutely, because the gun is still the gun.
When he was shot at, because Kendrick shot that nigga.
He shot back.
And that nigga said, I shot the blank. Can I get that one back?
So look,
they might have seen my gun when that nigga back. No, we about to pod. When that nigga shot that gun, cause I'll give you, when he shot that gun, it hit Kendrick and the bullet fell.
No, it didn't.
Nobody
That's not true.
When 7 Minute Drill came out, we could go back on the pod. I shitted on that record
because y'all not fans of J. Cole.
No.
You have to let him talk.
No, because it's the same shit that he did in this one. In that song, the whole time he was like, "Yo, I ain't fucking with your songs, but I do really fuck with you." Here he is on this record, just screaming, "Drake, I know what you did for me. I know what you did for me. Thank you." Why is it that time right now for him?
Because he's trying to stand up for the noble thing, right? He's seeing how people collectively got Drake up out of here. And he was letting them know, hey, man, I don't have no problem with you. He was just making clear his position. He was like, yo, we still cool. I still know what you did for me and all of that stuff. And if people will be honest, over half of the industry should actually be giving flowers to Drake because he's helped a lot of them guys out when it came to something. But what I'm saying is this, though. He was being clear about where his position was when it came to this thing. He like, yo, we still cool. I know you feel like a whole bunch of dudes, like Nick said in the other pod, whole bunch of guys is aiming at you, coming at you. I'm not.
Well, I have a question. Were you disappointed when he pulled that record?
When he pulled 7 minutes real, absolutely.
And you was disappointed at how he went about that whole situation.
Yes, I was.
How could you not be disappointed on the back end when he doing the same shit?
I'm not, because he was saying that he had the ability to, but he chose not to because they were friends. And so my thing is this. The reason why he even did what he did in the first place, which I even feel like was, like, I was like, yo, okay.
You're not
it is
disappointed
hoish.
in that, the back. Like, I mean,
back
he
end.
rapping. He is rapping.
Yeah, I'm not.
Talented. All
I'm
that
not.
shit rhymed. Everything he said on that track rhymed, and it told a full story.
Yeah.
Full story. Bars cook Pulitzer. Content now. Now let's deep dive into what this nigga was talking about.
Yeah.
You was okay with this nigga still talking about this gun that you right. He busted. It didn't hit. The nigga hit. Maybe he had a vest on.
No,
Maybe Kendrick had the vest on.
This is what I'm saying. The gun busted, and then he seen the immediate reaction of the crowd. He felt bad about it.
Touching shit.
So like this, he seen the immediate reaction how people started doing it. Literally after that, y'all remember we came here and potted. Well, you know what, Meech, you wasn't here. We actually potted about how the internet was going crazy, talking about some, hey, To Pimp a Butterfly was trash, To Pimp a Butterfly was trash. Literally had me defending Kendrick, because I'm like, none of y'all was saying that.
Do you believe J. Cole think To Pimp a Butterfly is trash?
No, he said that because of what Kendrick had said when he said F for Big 3 is just Big Me. That's why he said that. But what I'm saying is this. He came out and he said, your second stuff. He said,
so his gun was full of blind ass bullets. It was full of blanks.
No, this is what I'm saying.
This is why that shit fell apart, because we didn't believe him then. It was a blank.
This what I'm trying to. So let me finish. Let me finish the dissertation. He did that
because he smoked Lil Pump.
He did that, right, and then he came out after he smoked Lil Pump. Guess what he did? He came out, had an interview with the little nigga. Hey, I think you smart. I think you this. I think you that. He's been consistently doing this. He did the same thing when he did it with Diggy. Came out, hey yo, Diggy, you a smart young man. This and that.
I have a question.
Wait. I got a question. Wait,
I'm going to finish this.
I just want to ask a question.
No, let me ask Zach.
Can I?
Zach, who got a better bodies list, him or M?
You say him or M?
Cole or M? Who got a better body? You talking Diddy? I mean, Diggy. You talking Lil Pump? You talking Kanye is a big one, but Eminem got Benzino. Who got the better bodies?
I might have to give it to
Hey,
Cole.
listen.
That Benzino shit is crazy to me forever.
Can I ask a question?
It wasn't a blank. He retracted it. That's what made it a blank. So now, I'm finishing.
I have a question.
What Meech was
Can I ask a question?
I got cut off twice. Go ahead. I'm gonna get back to what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Ask a question.
Go ahead.
All right. And it speaks to something you said. You said he dissed Lil Pump and then came back on the back end and had the conversation with him.
Yeah.
You said he did this to Diggy Simmons, right? Mm-hmm. He has a track record of doing this, right? Mm-hmm. Do you not think that track record comes with the opinion of this is why we don't call you the GOAT collectively? Is because you do shit like this.
You said collectively. Y'all niggas don't.
Wait. I'm just talking about in the masses. We're not talking about us in the room. We're really talking.
There's a lot of people that call him.
I understand that. What I'm saying is, James, can you be objective for a second and just answer my question truthfully?
Because your question is subjective, though.
In the matter of 1, 2, 3, would you say if you asked the common person who is the number 1, number 2, and number 3 rapper, it would typically be said that Drake is number 1, Kendrick is number 2, and Cole is number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's the only fact I'm trying to make there. So with that being said, because Cole has a history of doing this, now that you're doing it at this big of a scale, this is probably the reason why some people, maybe not all people, but some people just don't want to. There go another one. Some people just don't want to hear about. People don't want to hear about anyone or him himself saying that he is the greatest of all time because of these particular incidences. I understand that's the man character. That's cool. I understand he has a gun. The reason why I was laughing so hard when he was like, well, he's got a gun, I was thinking like, well, it's like a nigga with a fast car. I could drive it fast if I wanted to. Like, okay.
That's why I said all this shit sounds
the difference is
it's cool.
The difference with this is what I'm saying is this. It wasn't a blank bullet. He shot the bullet. It hit. The response they was getting, y'all seen it. We even came in here and defended it. that To Pimp a Butterfly was trash. A whole lot of people started saying that after J. Cole released 7 Minute Drill.
Question. So you say the bullet hit, like the bullet hit Kendrick, or did the bullet hit fans? Because when I think of a bullet hit, it has to hit its target. So J. Cole shot at Kendrick. Do I think the shot that J. Cole took at Kendrick hit Kendrick? No. I think
it did. He took it back.
I think what happened.
What Arturo said.
I just personally think
he
what
did.
I personally think what
He got
happened.
the scalpel and the suitors. It was like, come here, Kendrick.
I personally think what happened in that situation, because we're getting way off of the basis of what we were talking about.
No,
I think what happened.
No, Meech asked me that. That's why I'm saying.
I'm
it. That's
just
why
saying
this is the basis of it. He asked me that question.
Into what I'm saying about the whole shot at Cole shot at Kendrick.
It didn't miss. He
Cole,
took it back.
Cole saw how that hit Kendrick, and that's why he wanted to take it back.
Exactly.
And what we probably, I guess us three are saying, or I'll just speak for myself, is like, I'm just laughing at that because, like, and I'm not trying to be rude. Like, that's pussy.
Hey, look, this is what I'm saying. Did I not come up here on the pod and I said, yo, J. Cole was pussy for that? Didn't I say that?
But how is he not pussy for this
I
too?
also said that he was a hoe for that, right? Now, because I've said this, he's addressing his ability to do it. And he was saying, yo, I didn't want to do it because I would have lost a friend. And he even saw the direction that was going with Kendrick when he did that.
All right, go ahead, Zach. Because I know that.
I'm never going to finish this train.
I
Go
mean,
ahead,
you
bro.
kind of just dragging that
Yeah,
on.
you dragging
I'm not.
You are.
Y'all are jumping in at three different times.
I didn't jump in
Literally.
anything. I literally
No,
just
I know. I
raised
said
my
three
hand.
different times. I said, like, me jumped in first. He jumped in. Now, all right, go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Go
This
ahead.
shit just sound like when somebody lose in a video game and say, I'm not playing for real. That's just what this shit sound like.
He didn't lose.
He did. Bro,
What did he lose?
You still saying? What do you mean? It's fucking dignity. What do you mean?
He didn't lose.
There's a reason he's explaining himself. He didn't lose nothing. He wouldn't explain himself. He doesn't have to. You're not dissing nobody. You've addressed this so many times. Like, Cole, just fucking rap. The same shit we told Drake to do over the summer. Yeah. Give the summertime vibes. Everybody feels like Cole is about to come out rapping because of the features of him fucking rapping. You already took yourself out the beef. You have your fan base. You going platinum no matter what. Nigga, just rap. If he had this song right here and didn't address the Drake shit, I promise you nobody was going to be like, why didn't he address the Drake shit? Because he literally said the same shit he's already been saying. None of this is new. Hold on. And y'all keep on saying, he just saying, I wanted my friend back. Drake's still not cool with this nigga.
Drake liked the post.
Like, gee. Drake is still just like, fuck everybody. He just had his me, myself, and I moment. That shit just happened.
Nigga was on
you saying that you ain't got no friends or foes. I want to still be friends. You can't decide whether that nigga still cool with you or not.
Timeline. Was that song before that or after?
After.
It was after that.
So y'all know that Drake ain't fooling with Cole right
wait.
now. Y'all know that for a fact.
The song
you know he is for a fact?
I don't, but I'm saying, but you just said definitively that he wasn't.
He said that he wasn't.
Drake said
that shit on a song.
No friends. Drake literally.
But he said specifically,
that.
I ain't fooling with that nigga Cole.
He said before that, fuck that nigga Cole.
He said that when?
Yes.
When?
He said that on the song before already.
Yeah.
When? He said F Cole.
Not literally F Cole,
What
but
did he
he's
say?
already said that.
I'm saying, what was the line that he said?
He alluded to the
I'm not
fact that
giving
he doesn't
you the exact words. He was like, I'm not cool
That's what
with
I'm saying.
none of you niggas.
Okay, so I'm saying, but you're doing a generalization. I'm saying
He said I'm not cool with none of y'all talking about him.
He's talking about
Cole and
All the
Kendrick.
niggas that was aimed against him during the beef, right?
He said no.
It was like 20 on one.
So
Didn't
you're gonna
even
keep
have
talking
niggas in
over
the
what the
same
fuck I'm saying?
distribution. That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't addressing all of them. He
We're
said
gonna
Cole
wrap
and
it up
Kendrick.
soon.
He's talking about them two people. This is not when he was talking about 20 verse 1.
Okay.
Damn.
I believe that's what you took from it, though.
He literally said for you two niggas. He's talking to them two niggas. He's talking the big three shit. He's not talking about that 20 verse 1 shit.
Okay.
Drake has made it cool. He made it obvious many times.
He said that.
James.
He said, you two niggas ain't messing with you.
James, you know for a fact that he didn't say that exact verse.
I never heard
you
that.
know
That's
that
what I'm saying. I
already.
didn't hear it. Can y'all show it to me? That's what I'm saying. I don't know the song. That's what I'm saying. If he did say that, then that's cool. But my thing is this,
Continue
though.
with your
If he was just
dissertation.
like, yo, He was making it definitively known, hey, Drake, I still fool with you.
As you were.
Even though everybody came at you, niggas got you up out of here, I still fool with you. That's what he was letting him know. Like, it's literally like this. Like, say I get into it, say one of my boys, they get into it with a lot of people, and then they not even clear on what I said. I let them know, hey, bro, I don't got no issue with you, bro. I'm coming out and I'm telling him that and I'm addressing him because something like this has literally happened to me where literally in the group, collectively, this is even a story with my friend, everybody was looking at this nigga crazy. I called him and was like, hey, bro, I'm still cool with you. Like, I'm still riding with you. Like, I'm already knowing you thought all of us wasn't fooling with you collectively. I'm still here. So my thing is, he was letting Drake know, hey, my nigga, I'm still grateful for the stuff that you did and all of that stuff. And he was like, bro, the reason I want to engage in this is because of what it did. He said, I would have lost a friend if I engaged in this. He was already engaging in it, and then you saw the reaction. Niggas was getting to Pimp a Butterfly out of here.
Dude, Kendrick is not your friend.
Bro, y'all don't know that. That be tripping me out though. No, these niggas obviously fool with each other.
You're right. You're right. But you're right. We don't know. But let's look at the things we do know. Just talk on the things we do know. They come out with a record. They say they talk about the big three. He's bringing up him, Kendrick, and Cole. They're the big three. This is what Cole said, right? Mm-hmm. On First Person Shooter. We are the big three. We should be a unity. This is what he was saying, right? Mm-hmm. What did Kendrick say?
If a big three is just big me.
Fuck you, Cole. It wasn't just about...
That was really aimed at Drake, though. And you know that.
Now,
he had been aiming at Drake. No, he had been aiming at Drake for years. Everybody knows that. Why didn't he did this? I'm saying, why didn't he just come out and straight up and say F Cole?
You know why I say this?
Why didn't he make a song specifically about Cole after that?
Can I finish? I don't see
y'all niggas acting like I know Kendrick.
No, this is my scenario. No, please,
can I ask you a question?
Please, this is my scenario.
Wait, no, can I ask a question?
No, because I don't want to get past this part. I want to ask a question.
He was talking before you, Nick. Just hold on.
I don't want to get past this part.
Man, whatever.
No, you asked. No, please.
You finna fuck out the train.
No, please, hold your question. Please, Nick. Please, Nick. Hold your question. Please. You said, how do I know that's not about... Who said the big three line? Was it Drake or was it Cole?
It was Cole.
Why didn't he fire at anything Drake said?
What you mean? You talking about Kendrick's whole verse was about Drake.
All right, you're right. And that fuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me.
How can nigga I'll kill your dogs and put them in the kennel? He was talking about Drake.
But right there, that part, why can't I take that as a shot at Cole when Cole was the one that brought up this big three shit? And his response to Cole bringing that up is no. It's just me.
Okay. The first person to actually put that out.
He could have not brought up the big three shit at all.
Okay.
Cole said that. Mm-hmm. Drake ain't say shit about no big three. Drake was spitting. This nigga said it's just big me, and that's the shit that kicked off the beat. Big three.
Drake reached out to Kendrick and Cole for that song. Right?
I hear you, and it went on without him, and Drake didn't say shit about it.
I'm saying, but the gist of it was the us three. The gist of it was the us three.
So now we can't rap no more because you didn't want to rap with us.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this though. The gist of is this. Drake obviously thought that they were the big three, right?
No, wait. No.
He said no.
J. Cole said no.
J. Cole thought
you don't know Drake. You don't know Drake. You can't put this in Drake's
He reached out to Kendrick and Cole. He reached out to them for that song. Kendrick declined. Then Kendrick
reached out for a song. He didn't reach out to say we the big three.
The thing that tripped me out is everybody tried to expunge what Kendrick does. Kendrick literally had been going at Drake for years.
Yes.
Came out on that song, said that line, I agree, which is why Cole responded to him.
Yes.
Cole responded to him. Yes. He said that line about F a big three is just big me, then proceeded to just kill Drake in the rest of that verse. He didn't say nothing else about Cole.
He
literally said nothing else about him.
So off of this timeline, at what point do you think J. Cole and Kendrick like each other? J. Cole might like that nigga, because J. Cole like everybody.
Bro,
it's the other way around.
Kendrick has literally had Cole.
Bro,
he be bringing Cole out on shows.
When the last time you seen him bring him out on shows? When is the last time you seen him bring him out on shows?
He had just recently brought him out on stage. I think he was performing like Humble or something. He had like a red suit on. That was like 2022.
2022?
Yeah.
Maybe since 2022 and 2024, he don't like that nigga no more. Because on the song, he said, he could have said, nigga, it's just the big two. me and J. Cole, nigga. He said no. It's just me. How clear
that
do
line
we have
was an ego
to be?
line. That's what I'm saying. That was an ego line, right? Cole literally had said, yo, I feel like it's the big three, but I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali. That nigga said, F a big three, it's just big me. Literally, it was a line basically saying, yo, I feel like
he said it's three of us.
What nigga don't say they feel like I'm a big three? What does it mean?
Can I
I'm not
ask a-
cool with you.
can I ask a question?
Was J. Cole saying,
Can I
hey,
ask a
Kendrick ain't
question?
cool with you?
No.
F you, Drake, when I feel like I'm
I ask
Muhammad
a
Ali?
He said no.
Can I ask
I
a
feel like
question
I am the best of this big three. This nigga said ain't no big three, nigga. It's
just
only
big
me.
And you know why? Because that nigga Kendrick don't fool with Drake. And then he proceeded in the rest of that verse to say, F Drake.
And
Everything about you, nigga.
And maybe he don't fool with Cole either.
All right. If that's what you take from it, I don't think
Because
that's what
you don't know that
saying.
nigga. You
All
don't
right,
know
I mean,
Kendrick.
yeah, and I don't think that's what he was
don't
saying.
know
We're wrapping
Kendrick.
it
I
up.
don't think that's what he was saying.
We're wrapping it up. We're
You're
wrapping
being
it up.
very selective.
We're
Y'all are being very selective.
we're-
Bro, like that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
You
we
being selective
wrapping
on
it
what
up.
you-
We
what you
wrapping it up. We
validating
wrapping
and
it
what I'm
up.
invalidating.
We
being
wrapping it
selective
up.
about
I
it.
should have saved this.
Y'all on the other side of this. That's all
Hey,
I'm saying.
hey,
you had to kick it off
speaking to the contents of the song, bro was here when I first listened to it. I really like the song. It's a really good song. Bro was rapping. I
I'm
like the
very
production.
shocked to hear you say that.
Bro was rapping.
rapping.
Bro was rapping
No,
his
I'm just
ass
saying, I
off.
haven't heard him say nothing good about Cole in forever.
Why don't you let me finish saying something good about Cole? Shut the fuck up.
Good stuff.
Damn.
Good stuff.
So
Proud
like
of
I
you.
said,
I'm proud of you.
That's why I say it's selective because he said Cole's rap good plenty of times on recent verses.
Bro.
You just want
I
everybody
remember
to
you
be
saying
against
that.
it.
bro,
I don't
I like
remember
this
him
shit
saying
with
He
him
was
and
talking
Yachty.
about the
Secret
Yachty
Recipe.
shit.
You miss a
He
lot
was
of
the
shit.
one that brought the shit
You
up.
did
You
say
miss
that.
a lot of shit.
You
But
did
He
say that.
says
But I
Cole's
don't-
rapped his ass off
I'm not about
plenty of
to.
times.
I'm not about to get
I
to
only
no
heard
shout
those
match.
2
We've done the
times.
shout.
Because you don't want to hear it.
No,
you want the room to be
I
against
will
this
go
nigga.
through and comb.
A nigga just
and
went on a song
y'all
and said,
forget.
hold on. A nigga went on a song and said, I'm the greatest. I'm Muhammad Ali. And you can't fathom in your head how a nigga saying fuck the big three is just me is a diss towards him. That shit don't.
That's why he addressed it. Didn't I just say that? That's why he
you
made
just-
the response.
But your whole thing right now is saying that he's dissing Drake and not him.
Bro,
You just
did he
hold
make
on.
a did he
Hold
make a song
on.
about
Hold
Cole
on.
after that?
Hold
Has he
on.
addressed Cole at all? Because the nigga did still diss Kendrick. And that nigga just was like,
I don't think he has,
you know why?
Because he
that
apologized.
bullet did not hurt.
bro.
The blank hit his shoulder and
Hey.
fell
He
to
never
the ground.
wanted to go after Cole because he out.
Hey,
I feel like he fooled with the nigga.
Hey,
I feel like he never wanted to go after him, but he always wanted to go after
great
Drake.
conversation about the song.
That nigga wanted to rap about the big three, and one of them niggas
Hey,
dropped out.
I
Well,
will.
fuck.
I
I ain't
will
got to
say
go
this.
at him.
I will say this,
Bro,
and-
his aim was Drake the whole time.
I will say this, and then we
Listen
can,
to the verse.
Then we can get off of this. We can please leave this shit the fuck alone.
For a week.
Like I said, the song was
Y'all
really,
niggas started texting me.
the song was really good.
No, we was just texting the group
No, we
chat.
just checked the song. We didn't really say nothing about it. You just jumped.
Nah, I see what y'all was saying about Cole in the chat.
We
I
didn't say-
see it.
What did we
Drake,
say?
I
not
made a
Drake,
point not to
what's
say
his nigga
nothing.
name? Nick.
What did I
Nick,
say?
Nick, when you sit the crying face, the J. Cole crying face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what that was. I know what that was saying, bro. Look at this nigga cry. I know this was what you
It
was saying.
wasn't
bro.
saying
It
it.
wasn't.
He just listened the first time yesterday.
Bro, that's
That's
why
literally you making an assumption
Okay,
again.
so why did he put that GIF in the chat then?
Because he's just being fucking funny. He didn't even know what the song was
All
about.
right.
How does he know what the song's about?
That's him
know.
clearly aligning with a
did
sign.
I did that on purpose.
I know, they're trying to trigger me. That's what I'm saying.
So stop being triggered, nigga. He didn't listen to us.
Stop triggering me. How am I stop being triggered when he doing something to do it?
So,
He purposely doing something.
so
I do
you
something
know.
mess with him all the time.
So you know he doing
No,
it.
wait, that's what I'm
So
saying.
you know he
I do
doing
something
it.
to do all the time.
So you know he
I
doing
didn't know
it.
that he didn't listen to it until now.
So you know
I
he
just found
doing
out on live on the air that he listened to it now.
When did we speak on the song?
The day that y'all sent it in the chat.
We spoke on the song that day.
Yeah, y'all was speaking to me about it.
What did
didn't
I say about the
anything
song?
Nobody said.
What did I
anything
say about the song? I want you to go through the chat and tell me what I said about the song.
We
I
just sent
actually
it.
didn't even react to the song being posted either.
We just sent the song.
That
You
was
make
good.
these assumptions every
And-
time because you want to be the enemy of the room.
And
I'm
back
not,
to-
I don't want to be the enemy of the room.
You clearly
Make me the
do.
enemy of the room. Y'all niggas
We
don't like
didn't
Cole.
even speak
Hey.
on the
Y'all
song.
don't like J. Cole.
Hey,
Y'all
we
said
didn't
that
speak
several
on the
times.
song.
I
already.
literally just came in here and said I like this song.
And you still can't take it.
This song actually.
No, I had
this
said I'm
song-
proud of
hey,
you.
Meech, now
You just hear me say I was proud
follow
of
my
But you
brand.
already had an assumption niggas didn't
Follow
like it
my
when he
brand.
never
Okay.
said it.
Here goes the
He
bar.
never said
You
he didn't
niggas
like the
came in
song.
here and dookied on Cole
Dog.
time after time
Are we
after
doing
time.
it today though?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
how is it?
so
How is
James-
it not
so
safe for me
James-
to come in here with that mindset if y'all have done that over and over again?
James, instead
That's what
of-
I'm saying.
James, can you
James.
do me a favor? Instead of reacting to things in the past, can you react to what you're dealing with in the present moment? And before you respond to that, what you're dealing with in the present moment is 1, 2, 3 people telling you we like the song.
You put the GIF in the chat. No, wait, listen to me. No, I'm responding to what you're saying.
James.
No, wait. You put the GIF in the chat.
Yeah.
Because why? Why did you put it in the chat?
Because I was fucking
based
with
off
you.
of stuff in the past, you know how I was gonna react, right?
I was just
No.
with you.
Based off of stuff in the past.
No, it's
so
not.
You didn't do that because you didn't know that was gonna mess with me. You just put that there.
I put it there to fuck with you.
Exactly. Based off of what?
Based
off of what?
We sent the J. Cole song.
Based off of what?
How you react
in the past, right?
And you took the bait.
No. This is what I'm saying. You sitting there based off of how I reacted in the past. I'm doing the same thing you niggas is doing. We're just on another side.
Dog. We've literally spoken good of him until this ASAP Rocky verse.
Yeah, we didn't like the Rocky.
I liked the verse.
I have made a point. I have made a point to not.
Nigga, y'all had a whole episode called Might Delete Later. I don't want to hear it. Y'all had a whole episode called Might Delete Later. It was like,
no,
nigga, this shit trash.
Might
listen later. You're right.
And even on that,
get this trash. Get this
that,
stuff out of here.
Wait, hold on.
J. Cole deleted later.
Pause. Hold on. And that was just a play off of the CD. Actually, what I said about that,
he said he liked the shit on there.
He
literally said that
I
on
like
there.
the 7-minute drill shit because I didn't like the production. I low key whole time. I actually said the nigga had some bars on there. I just didn't like the production.
I gotta go and fact check this because I remember being triggered at work when you niggas was putting that nigga Cole in the pack.
You were mad.
Y'all was putting that nigga Cole in the pack.
You were mad. We put 7-minute drill in the pack.
Yeah,
because all I wanted was that shit off of it because I thought it was trash.
Yeah, I like the Hustle Rabbit song.
I thought it was a blank. And you know what Kendrick thought too?
This shit with him.
I don't even know if Kendrick knew he got hit.
My point, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't even know.
It's beautiful.
I don't even know if Kendrick knew he got hit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Did Kendrick know he got shot?
Proving my point, ladies and gentlemen.
Does Kendrick know he got shot?
They're not fans of Cole. They proving my point, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen,
y'all are proving my point.
No. You are proving your point.
Thank you.
I don't know how many times I have to make it clear.
Thank you, Nick.
I am not a fan of Cole.
They're proving my point. Thank you, guys.
I am not a fan of Cole.
Thank you, guys.
Know why? Because that gun got blanks. Shoot that shit.
Thank you, guys. You guys just proved my point. We're on the other side with this. I'm reacting how they're reacting, just on the other side.
J. Cole when he was trying to make it out of the New York scene, when he left North Carolina and made New York, he would have put the gun to Kendrick's head and pulled the trigger. It wouldn't have been no blanks.
All right, we done.
This new nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
We done.
Y'all niggas ain't. He was singing to us. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
We have spent 35 minutes.
We ain't gonna stop the nigga.
He is not a fan of Cole, people.
I am not.
So he's proving what I'm saying.
I've been there.
He's proving what I'm saying.
Move forward. As we
Thank
move
you,
forward,
ladies and gentlemen.
Let's move forward.
Thank you.
Thank you to all parties involved. Jesus Christ. Did y'all see the little streaming nigga crash his car?
I did.
Did you see it?
Fred, like he broke his wrist.
I didn't actually.
His name is Jack. How you say his last name?
I don't even know this name.
Doherty or Dorhitty or Dorter Holder or something. I don't know.
Is it
white boy with some money crashed his motherfucking McLaren while he was streaming, and he proceeded to keep streaming after the crash.
Talk about my car.
I'm talking about the cameraman was fucked up, and yes, they did take him to the hospital. This, that, and the third. But I want to say he was streaming on Kick, and they kicked him off the platform. Like, he cannot stream on there anymore whatsoever. And it kind of just takes me back. The reason why I brought this here is because this is the future. Or actually, it's not even the future. This is the now of content. I was kind of having a back and forth with an older person about YouTube, and they were talking about, well, now, I see the light, content creating, everybody's content creating. I'm like, everyone's been content creating. It's just now gotten to the point where your average person is content creating. Like, we used to have influencers and content creators. Now it's just like anybody with a phone. And what a lot of people don't know is all y'all doing is a gang of digital marketing. Like, all y'all shorts and clips and wherever you eating at and your reviews, that's all digital marketing. So you're already in a space, and you should find a way to monetize it. The way the future is going, I think it just behooves the person with the mental fortitude to do such Go ahead and create some content and try to monetize it. Try to get paid off of just simply living your life, because they're literally trying to make that the go-to thing to do. Look at all these platforms that are going to try and pay you to post on them, to drive traffic. All of them. Twitter just told you, get you a blue check. We going to pay you to interact with other blue checks. And then I was like, yeah, that might not work. But then I'm like, no, people have been buying their own blue checks for 8-9 months. Everybody you interacting with, whether it's a regular person or somebody, a celebrity, damn near got a blue check. It kind of just behooves you to just sign up for the premium shit, because if you get a tweet off and it go viral, you might make a couple $1,000s off of that. Why not put yourself in that position to do that? Like, it's kind of like a full circle moment, Meech. Like, there's just certain shit with the machine I ain't fighting no more. I get it. Because this is how they are setting life up. Do I think it's right? Absolutely not. Do I think we're going to be morally bankrupt by this shit in a couple years? Absolutely.
Aren't we already?
No,
Are you sure?
It's going to get worse. See, here goes the thing I feel about history. Whatever you think is bad now, it's going to evolve, bro. That's life. Like, we was having the OnlyFans argument.
Right.
And what I will say is, naked women used to be in magazines that were sold behind counters in video stores. You had to be of a certain age to obtain it. Mm-hmm. As long as you got a debit card and know somebody birthday, you can access OnlyFans. Mm. Think about how much more easy it is to access all of this as opposed to just this one magazine. Yeah. So now if OnlyFans is the apex of some shit today, what do you think the evolution of something like OnlyFans is going to be? Wait till they throw the MetaMask on your face. Boy, you ain't seen shit yet. You ain't seen shit yet. Like, that's the only reason why, like, he be upset I do it. But sometimes I just speak from just the older perspective of, hey, only reason why I'm talking like this is because shit that y'all think is normal, I kind of look at like, ugh. Like, we used to argue over the voice notes in the phone, didn't we? Mm. And I used to be like, nigga, text. He'd be like, no, nigga. No, you used to tell me send a voice note. Just send a voice note. And I'd be like, no, nigga, just text.
No, he wouldn't say no. He wouldn't say no, nigga, just text. It'd be a moment where I can't make a fucking phone call.
Right.
Or I can't speak on the phone. And he'd be like, it's too much to text. I'm like, nigga, there's literally a button you can hold and fucking talk.
Yeah.
Right. And just talk.
And I'm just like, I'm not doing it.
Why is that? Like,
it's not about the specific thing. It's about the principle.
He don't want to get into that
shit. No, it's man. Look, I fuck with people. If you ain't figured that out,
no.
Yeah, I was mad at the time.
No. Okay,
the real
I'm not even gonna
reason
say it's even being
I
mad
wanted to
at
talk
the
to
time.
this nigga on the phone.
No,
I didn't want to send a voice.
No.
I want to talk.
No. It's not that. It's still not that. And I'm not gonna let him get that shit off.
What is it?
That nigga was just being a stubborn old nigga and didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
It ain't had nothing to do with being mad at that moment. He had never really sent voice memos before that. He was just like, no, I just don't want to do it. He was being difficult for the sake of being difficult.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you're just doing that to do it, huh?
Yeah. It comes with me. I'm a petty nigga.
Voice note memos ain't my thing.
I send them now. But now when I send them,
you don't mind typing out a long text
message. You was
message.
doing it last week.
Me
just sitting laughing.
I couldn't. Yeah, I'll send a voice memo of me laughing in the heart. That's my shit. But
I can't wait until you try and send one and that shit ain't recording. So now you gotta laugh again.
Oh, I get it. I get it off. It's nothing.
This what I like about the future is the future be making shit. It be making shit so easy that it just be like it moves the niggas that love it ahead fast, but the niggas that hate it, it just nudge you niggas forward.
Yeah,
it just show you some real cool shit, and you be like, all right,
yeah.
And that's just kind of what I was coming up with the streaming shit. My whole dissertation behind it is this: Truman Show is alive and well. The Truman Show shit is alive and well.
Oh, that's why I was saying the
I didn't
streaming
even
shit. Man,
think
you might be
about
late,
that.
partner.
No. I'm late.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
I'm
I
late.
was gonna say this been the wave.
But what I'm saying is
I
like,
didn't even think of that.
What I'm saying is, Meech, like, there are groups of individuals who do things and like that's their thing to do. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now it's like when Android got Instagram. It's like everyone is doing this.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
streaming is what podcasting was. maybe a couple years ago,
But here goes the thing though. This is just back to evolution. A podcast used to be pre-recorded. It was just a moment in time.
And it was audio.
Right. When you streaming, bro, it is literally you walking around with a camera. It's like GTA. Somebody's going to kill that when they realize, get a drone and have that bitch fly right over your shoulder like GTA and stream like that and just go live life. We are going to be sucked into that, right? Now it's going to be one person, 2 people, 3 people doing that, and that's going to be the thing to do. Wait till it's so common that everybody is doing that shit. We are getting to a real nasty space with us as humans and what we're doing.
I ain't like, okay, this is what I'll say though, like as rebuttal to that. Because you got the people that's just not going to do that, right? Because like the whole world doesn't use social media. But to a degree, ain't everybody already doing that?
Yeah.
Like,
That's why
so like,
he's just late to the party.
Yeah,
I very well might be late to the party, but what I'm saying is, okay, if this is me being late to the party, then what I'm saying is, even the shit we seeing now is still elementary to what's probably going to come in the next 5 to 10 years.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. So the way behaviors evolve behind this shit is going to be real wild.
Like, I don't even know how it evolved beyond streaming because it always could get to live. Live was always the thing that was on the horizon. It was live and video. Because to your point, historically, this shit went like radio, podcast. Well, radio, because it's Breakfast Club and them still count. Then podcasting with video, and then streaming, and then now these motherfuckers is not in their rooms no more. They just out and about. So it's almost even hard to even like fathom what's the next wave gonna be from there. Like, what's next besides what they already doing?
But see, that's what I'm saying though. Like, yeah, like I do get people are walking around streaming more and more.
Cause we could watch them niggas too. Like Speed be showing on his damn streaming shit when niggas pop up on him while he's streaming.
Right, and they're streaming too. That's what I'm saying. What happens when we all walking around streaming? Like now it's not a content thing. It's just a way of life.
I don't think it'll get to that.
I don't think
point.
it's. I don't think the masses. I think it's a select. It's a select group of them.
It's the people that want to be content.
Yeah,
creators, which is the same people that was just recording themselves, walking around and everything.
Exactly.
And not necessarily live because it didn't get to live.
Bro,
because we know
y'all
people
know
in
how
our
long
own
Casa
age
Nat
range
has been doing that though. Casa Nat was
he been doing that shit
since
like
okay.
2012.
My pushback is I get what y'all saying.
But his just started busting.
I get what
not
y'all.
just,
But I'm saying, but he was always a nigga to walk around with the camera.
Yeah.
I get what y'all are saying. I'm not rebuttaling that. What I am saying is these people are like entities and celebrities, and they're doing things on their streams to bring in audience. What I'm saying is, what happens when your average everyday motherfucker just starts streaming and they just living their regular life?
But
and then that becomes the normal. So to push back on you thinking that's just a select group of people, what I'm going to push back and say is that it becomes normal to a certain demographic, and it's usually the younger people. So now when the people who are teenagers become 20 and 30 years old and you become 40 and 50 and you're pushed out of that marketing range I'm telling you about, this shit's going to start to look real fucking weird around here, bro.
Already
That's why
it looks weird.
You're
But
just looking at it from a different lens because this shit is, again, it's already these kids is already doing this shit. And when you talk about like it being normal people and stuff, these are normal people. They're not celebrities. They're normal people who did it and now became a little more famous because people started watching them. There's always going to be normal people.
And I don't think these niggas is going to keep doing it getting older if they're not successful. It's just like us growing up and niggas wanting to rap.
And even
we
if
know a lot of niggas that was
and
rapping.
even if they
then
still
they
do, the numbers
didn't
fall
work
doing
off.
it no more.
And the numbers just drop out. Like, it's always people gonna always try to be influencer or a celebrity of some sort, especially normal people, because nowadays it's way easier. Back then, of course, we talk about it all the time, the different changes. You have to go sign up, get a contract. This time you just turn your phone on or whatever. You ain't wrong. You're just a little late to the party.
I might be.
And I think it's a lot of people that they'll try it. Like how people have tried this podcast and shit. I've seen plenty of people try this podcast and shit, and they struggle to get past 15 episodes.
Hell, I've
Like
gone
it's
before.
it's people that a lot of people are gonna hop on the wave, but how many are gonna stay there is minimal. That shit's just it never lasts on anything.
It's way more work than
Yeah,
people
it's
think.
when people see the amount of work that has to go into it, the sacrifice, the sacrifice on simply a schedule.
The time is the biggest sacrifice
Yeah.
that you don't ever really
Like
put
simply
into
a
it.
schedule. A lot of people ain't willing to do that. Half these niggas can't get to work on time.
At the end of the day, niggas still gonna be lazy. One thing that ain't gonna change. If anything, it's gonna keep getting more and more niggas. Like people talk about like because the Tesla taxis and shit came out, and everybody concerned about automation of the roads, which I have a whole dissertation on. But it's like that shit gonna make a lot of motherfuckers lazy. But you niggas that got that in you, it's just gonna make it a little bit easier because you're not going against them niggas that's just in the way. You going against like-minded niggas that you ready to battle with. And if you're not ready for no battle, then you just not ready for this life shit.
Get the fuck out the field.
You don't even got to get out the field. Because life is going to put you in whatever section you're going to be in while the niggas grind. Your section do whatever, and the lazy motherfuckers do that. You ain't lazy, but you ain't with them niggas. And it is what it is. Life ain't got to be fair. This shit's just going, though.
It's just there.
Yeah, life. Boy.
This shit just going to keep going.
Life ain't gotta be fair. A lot of people don't want to hear that.
Life goes on.
Well, go ahead and get into your Tesla shit.
Some people are just meant to only perform at talent shows, bro.
Whoa.
Whew. Most of these niggas ain't showing up to the talent show. That's the problem. That's the problem. All them niggas that showed up to the talent show, they still in the hustlers bag because they showed up. It's a lot of motherfuckers that ain't showing up.
Please continue with the whole Tesla thing.
Oh, y'all preaching right now. I'm just saying, y'all are preaching. Jesus.
The Tesla event happened. They showed off the robots and shit, and I don't agree with the robots. The robots is a little creepy, but whatever. The cars, though. The motherfuckers ain't got no steering wheels, no gas pedal, whatever. You get in that bitch and take you all around. I told y'all about my experience doing it in San Francisco, but I'm looking forward beyond this shit. Anytime I see this type of technology, the same shit with the Apple Vision Pro or whatever, I don't think about the now. I try to think about where this shit could be going if we perfect it. My view on automation and cars is I am fucking in love with it. The reason why is because because we're using this period to learn about it, but if we could get this point to a really, really safe place, remodify our roads in a way that helps those cars, we could possibly get rid of the number one killer amongst humans, and that's car accidents. If by that we can at least slice that shit in half. Motherfuckers is dying on the road faster than they dying from natural causes, and we got a chance to really put a dent in that for real. Oh, I'm super for it. I can't wait till we get to that point where a motherfucker's going down the highway 100 miles an hour, and this goddamn kid walking out in front, and the car stops, and we ain't even got to worry about that shit because everybody can go 100 miles an hour because it's safe 100 miles an hour. No, I can't wait for the future of that shit because I really feel like we gonna get to a point where we can really cut back on one of the biggest killers amongst humans.
My only problem is why that bitch only got 2 seats.
Nah, that's why he tweaking on that shit. How you gonna make a taxi? Because I understand you got a taxi. You probably do be getting in with 2 people for the most part.
For the most part, but sometimes.
But the other
niggas
option,
got kids.
The other option is the 20 joint van.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Think about road trips.
I feel like
though.
that's a conditioning though. I feel like that's a conditioning, and it's an elitist kind of thing too. I think that's what that's about.
The taxi actually about to be super cheap.
The taxis are the fucked up thing about it is like the taxi's a coupe, right? Why wouldn't you make it 4-door? I kind of get why you don't make it 4-door. You make it 2-door. You only can put 2 people in there. I need more of these on the road, so this will constitute more people getting them. And if more of them are on the road, it's like you kind of want to oversaturate the market.
But that's why, and let's get this business talk on the way. That's why I love the back end business. Because first of all, let me get this out the way. I'm not getting in that shit. Let me get that out the way. I love the design. I love the way it look. I love where it's heading towards. And again, I do the Waymo shit. But
so
the
wait, did
Waymo,
you get in one?
No, the Waymo I would get in because
He
it
working
has.
with Waymo.
They're using
Oh,
completely
okay.
different systems.
Ain't they working with Waymo? I thought I seen something where they came to some type of agreement for the Waymo.
I don't know because they could be working together on paths, but they take it two separate paths to building the vehicle.
True,
the
true,
Waymos is using actual sensors that's reading the geography all around it. So, like, you know, when you looking at maps of mountains and that shit going up and down and shit like that, it's kind of like that where it's reading everything and what it could be. So if it sees a truck go by with a picture of somebody on it, it's gonna read that motherfucker is a truck. Fuck the person, it's a truck on this bitch. The Tesla is fully using the cameras that's on the systems now. Like pretty soon, not pretty soon, whenever it's ready, the Teslas you have now should, in theory, be able to do this shit. That's scary to me because you're reading this fully off camera. So in this example, with that truck with the camera on, with the person on it, if it sees that person, it thinks it's a person. Now it's going to react accordingly, whatever that may be. It just don't think it's a damn truck because it's reading a person. That's what scares me about the Tesla. But on the back end economics, on the business side of it, Tesla ain't saying we about to put these bitches on the street. It's saying y'all are.
Yep.
Y'all about to buy these motherfuckers for $20,000 because it's not expensive. So you're going to buy it.
$20,000?
But wait, and not only that, it's 20 to 30. But not only that, you can make it work for you. So now you buy this shit, charge it up every night, and send it off on its way to go do its merry thing. And if you smart, you will make it where it's not working when you need it. So now you're just getting in that motherfucker and just riding around or whatever.
I ain't gonna lie, Meech. I'm actually shocked that you said you don't want to get in this. This
Just
is actually intriguing me.
Just because I don't agree with the tech. I don't agree with it using cameras to read everything. Okay. If they get to a point where they're using a system that I'm a little more comfortable with it, I'm fucking with it. Because I'm not against automation in cars.
So it's like so you saying like it don't have the sensor system that Waymos have. That's why you won't get into it?
Yeah, and Waymo's proven and everything. Tesla stumbled into this. But the back end business though is we about to be putting these bitches on the street thinking we can make a bunch of money off this shit. So now, boom.
Technical difficulties. Come on. Let's get it back together. So, Meech, as you were saying about the coupes, you don't like the cameras?
Yeah, I don't like the way the cameras work, but we talked. I think it called it, but on the back end of the business, it's they're gonna get portions of the money that you're using from making your car taxi, and then they're gonna also charge you for the damn car. So, business wise, it's amazing.
I'm saying I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. I thought the robots was $20,000-$30,000.
They don't have a price on the robots,
but they trying to get it around 20-30 as well. So they trying to get both of them around that price. Which is a nice thing because they scrapped the super cheap Tesla. They were supposed to be coming out with like a $25,000 Tesla.
The Model 3.
Mm-hmm. That motherfucker, they gave it up on it.
But
now you can have no, you could.
No, I was just saying when I seen the robots, all I thought about was iRobot.
Yeah, the robots.
Go ahead.
The robots, I didn't like that. It'd be little shit that throw me off. You couldn't. Nope. They won't let nobody high five it. Oh, okay. Got you. That's all I needed to know. Cool. It's playing. It's singing with Sway Lee. It's playing with 2 Chainz. Can't high five it. Got it. Not ready yet. Good.
I wonder can that joint play spades?
It say it can watch your kids. Spades should be easy.
Bet. Cause we always be missing the fourth. So I'm gonna have to give me a robot so we can have.
If it work out right, would y'all get a robot?
No. I'm not with that. I watched all of that shit. And I don't like none of that shit.
I'll get one.
Would y'all get a maid?
No.
Yes.
Get one made?
No, a maid, like a
maid
butler,
robot.
Maid.
A person?
No, not a real person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to see how you feel about other people. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll get a maid.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I ever get the money.
So you know what?
So why would you?
They wouldn't be a live-in. Though.
You know what I would actually get?
Yeah, they definitely wouldn't live in.
I would get a robot chef.
No.
If I could get a robot chef to just make my food,
Mm-mm.
and I could just eat healthy, I just wake up.
That'd be amazing, guys.
I'm cool.
Wait, why wouldn't y'all get a robot?
Let me tell you why.
That's how they get you.
Let me tell you why I don't. I'm just going. It's just an age thing. I'm just gonna stand my ground and firmly say it's an age thing. 2, I don't like all them fucking autonomous cars on the fucking road, right? Because now, and this sounds really, really bad, and I don't give a fuck. I drive reckless as shit at times. I enjoy doing it. That's why I've bought the cars I've bought in my life and had what I've had so that I can thoroughly enjoy doing that. Do I like the idea of having something autonomous that takes me through mountains or through something that's a little bit more reckless when the weather's crazy?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or something that helps me guide me through that? Absolutely. But do I want something fully taking control of my vehicle and just doing whatever? No. Now the robots, I'm with Meech. Why can't we touch this motherfucker?
Well, yeah.
Because
We outta here,
that
yeah.
because that
Event
means,
over.
that means something. Why can't we touch these motherfuckers? If they're how this motherfucker gonna watch my kid, but he can't touch my kid, or my kid can't touch it? So if it's watching my kid, and the purpose of this robot is to watch my kid for safety reasons, if my kid is in danger, what's the robot gonna do? This a big ass life alert, or is the robot actually gonna step in and do something with my child and try to save its life?
do something.
So I'm cool.
That bitch
But
finna turn
okay,
up.
I gotta give the. See, I'm about to be Meech right now.
Hey,
No,
hey!
I wasn't,
So
I
you
wasn't
know-
done,
you-
but you.
Oh my
come
bad.
on,
I'm
you,
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You come on,
No,
double.
go ahead, my
This
bad.
double done.
Well, let me jump in there.
No, I'm not letting you jump in. I'm not letting neither one
I
of you niggas
wasn't
jump in.
meaning to interrupt.
What I'm saying
Okay,
is,
good.
I'm not feeling that shit at all.
Said, go ahead and took it back.
I'm not feeling. Yeah,
We got what we wanted.
I'm not feeling that shit at all. I'm just not like, and I'm not even trying to be like, on some rebuttal shit. It just don't feel right, bro. Like, I get it. Technology is here to help us and better suit us in particular type of ways, but bro,
You ever seen that video of the Hispanic,
like it.
the Hispanic maid raising rich white kids, and they're like slowly converting them to speaking Spanish? Like all these rich, it's like all these rich white kids is popping up speaking Spanish. You imagine your robot just like, yo, fuck it, let's do a fuck about speak German or patois.
right?
About to speak it patois.
Bro, do y'all realize how raw that is? So okay, this is what I'm saying. This is me. This is me.
I'm the tech guy. I was
Bro,
presenting
look,
this like a nightmare.
Wait, before you say what you got to say, the reason why I really don't like the robots is this. If they 20, 30 bands, if you a millionaire, let's say you own a restaurant, a couple of you niggas is definitely finna be unemployed.
Oh, for sure.
That's true.
And that's
For sure.
and that's kind of like, I get it. Maybe not on a grand scale. This is gonna start to snipe people, but people need to understand that these type of robots will take the entry level jobs first, and the entry level jobs are what's available to the masses of people.
But you know what's funny is the problem with the entry level jobs in our society today is we not working them no more. Like
Who isn't working them?
People as a collective.
Is it that your typical American isn't working them? Because I have a plethora of people clearly coming to this country to do the labor.
Well, okay, we're not talking
there
about
are
we're not talking about the immigrants. We're talking about American citizens.
No, I'm talking
American
they're American citizens.
But we're not talking about the immigrants. We're talking about American citizens. As American citizens, because we've spoken on the immigration problems and everything. And of course, there's the ones that's legally coming in here and everything, and no problem with that. But we're speaking as the American citizens. It's taking away the jobs that we're not going after no more. So I have a question for you. Do you think that there's an unemployment problem today?
Yes.
Do you think that you think that people there's not jobs for people? You think that there's a struggle
I think we are starting to begin to see the tip of the iceberg in the employment industry in this country.
So you're saying that we have an issue, but you also
We're at the
acknowledge
beginning of the issue.
But you also acknowledge that there are a bunch of entry level places hiring a fuckload of people. It's because we don't want those jobs because we can't even survive off those jobs.
I will push back on that. There's been reports lately coming out saying that a lot of these jobs that are quote unquote available are phantom jobs, that they're not real.
But my pushback on that is I don't believe they're talking about these jobs when they're going through, because I see those studies when they're going through the LinkedIn's and everything. Those don't be entry level jobs. Those be mid level jobs where you're trying to make a livable wage. Entry level jobs. We're not trying to work those.
I'm on Indeed. I'm looking at these jobs. I'm looking at these posts. That shit ain't real, or that shit is a scam. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get what you're saying.
Are
about
those
the
livable wages, or are you looking at entry level?
Those are entry level
because
jobs.
I promise you, if most of these people go and run through and apply at Targets, they will get in them bitches. But Target's not keeping you alive. These places ain't the places that we trying to get to, and these are the places that this technology will affect. The entry level jobs, the jobs that's mundane that we as a society after COVID decided we don't want to do that shit no more. And again, we talk about the immigrants coming in, and that's been, it's not political to say, but that's been a solution of those jobs. That's why a lot of those jobs are accommodated by those people. But we just talk about where it's trying to go. We just talked about the fairness or not. This is just where we is at.
Yeah.
And we are all, as a community, as a people in America, not trying to have these entry-level jobs no more. We all woke up for something. Like, whatever COVID showed us, as a collective, people woke up.
I don't think niggas woke up during COVID.
Not woke up to where you want to wake up.
Yes,
not to where you want to wake up. But statistics are showing people are waking up.
I do think a lot of people understood the value of time because of COVID. But
waking up toward time.
But here goes the thing about all those people who didn't want to do what they was doing before the pandemic. Now after the pandemic, if you didn't do anything with yourself during the pandemic to put yourself in a different position, guess what? When you came back outside, you went right back to something like you were doing. You tried to achieve better. A lot of you tried to achieve better. A lot of you didn't succeed.
Okay, well, let's remove the people that were in those jobs, left, tried to figure something out, because I'm never saying everybody became smart. Let's just talk about the next generation, who were supposed to be the generation filling those jobs. We talk every week about they don't want those jobs.
Yeah.
So if when we were growing up, we were the ones at the Taco Bells, at the McDonald's, at all of these places. And now they're struggling to keep people. It ain't just because the kids don't want to work. We as a society have decided we want a little bit more. Now, do we know how to go about that? Maybe not. They just don't. I don't want to do that shit. I would rather sit at the crib than do that shit. That's the decision that people have made.
It's actually an option now too.
Anderson, I don't know.
People can actually make money out of thin air now.
We just talked about picking up the phones. Niggas is picking up the phones. I'm about to do this for a year before I go punch a clock at an entry level gig.
Yeah.
That's where we at.
Yeah, I get all of that.
That's why the president and them get up there and say.
Like
that's why the president and all them get up there and say. Oh, well, that's
it's just speaking to your age, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I just want to say I think it's raw. Cause look, think about Rocky IV. Now that came out before you was born, Nick. Remember Rocky's brother-in-law? I think 85.
Was that before?
Yeah, that was before you was born. But
he got my social. He got my birth certificate.
What was the point I was about to say? Dang, I lost it. Oh, okay. Now I'm talking about the robots. He had a robot companion in that movie. I'm just thinking about, like, even with the robots, when it comes to the older people, like my grandmother later in life, she couldn't walk upstairs. She actually couldn't walk around the house. I'm thinking about, if you got a robot that can actually walk and bring you stuff, like for the elderly people, or the people that's disabled. You know what I'm saying? Or the people that's like, okay, the robot can cook dinner while I'm still out doing this or doing that. I'm thinking about, like, the conveniences that it could.
And that's taking the home healthcare job.
It is taking a home healthcare job.
I mean,
and those aren't entry level jobs. Those are good money jobs.
I'm just saying. I mean, those. That's true.
But
I believe it could be dope because these
pushback
things
on that
could actually be of servitude to us.
But my pushback on that is it's going to be those people controlling these systems now. As much as AI is going to take away,
or is it going to be the administrator that was sending the people out to wipe ass?
The person is going to be go wipe their ass, and the thing is going to go wipe their ass. The jobs is just going to morph into something else. Now, if it sucks because for the most part, people aren't willing to learn another skill set, and nor should they have to be. It fucking sucks that people get to this point where they have to learn another skill set within their life. But damn it, that is the way this shit is set up to be.
Yeah, you've changed my perspective on that shit. Like, fuck that. Nigga, you gotta learn more to keep going with the world, bro.
Unless you make enough money to where you could, because that's the other part. You can make enough money to where you can say, fuck the changes because I'm good. I've hit that. But if you're going to continue to participate in society and continue to try to be a contributor in the working field, this shit is going to morph. The typewriters are gone. Writing on paper is over.
But that's what I'm saying. These things that you're saying, honestly, they've happened already.
It's
because I've had a job before where I worked in medical records before. Mm-hmm. I was literally in one of the last facilities in America to still be paper.
And it's not fair.
Legit, an entire room that was just paper, and that shit changed while I was there.
And you know, you was probably working with a coworker, and I don't know for sure, but somebody, let's just throw a number out, 55, 60.
No, I dead ass did.
Who knew this job like the back of their fucking hand. And you telling that nigga, you got to learn computers. That's so not fair. But
guess what?
It's another day.
Life's not fair.
It's another day. Now,
you just said life wasn't fair.
It's another day. And it's fucked up.
I will say this though.
I don't think evolution is messed up, honestly.
I mean,
it's
a part of life.
I don't think evolution is messed up, but I think when it's like it's going to punish generations, every generation, that's fucked up.
It's only gonna punish the people that don't want to get with it.
Yes, but I understand living, and again, there are people that get active and keep morphing, but when you reach the end of your life where you can't just pivot, I feel bad for them people. I feel bad, but the shit is going to continue.
But I'm talking about niggas who were still mobile. I'm talking about people like 40, 50, 60 still mobile, just complaining about not doing this.
You remember when we had those?
When they 60, I give them some grace.
But you remember when we had
we had those levels? Condition, you right. It depends on their condition.
You remember when we had those levels? The hungry niggas, the people that's living, and the lazy. You could just be living and be okay, but them hungry niggas.
But I feel like the living niggas, they gonna adapt.
When he do the pause.
I feel like the living niggas is gonna adapt to live though. So like this, like you said, the living they gonna do what they gotta do, right? This is what I'm saying. Even though the person on their job didn't want to learn that new system, guess what they did? They had to learn it.
But the living, learned it. But that's the difference between the living niggas and the lazy niggas. The living niggas still gonna do what they gotta do to make it to the next day. And them niggas still gonna work.
Crying? The lazy niggas.
It's the lazy niggas. But them niggas is different. They're trying to figure out how way to get ahead of it. These niggas is okay, and they gonna morph with what's going on. They gonna be mad about it. It's okay. Majority of America is there, and it's no problem. That right there keeps this shit going. Right. This could fall. But them niggas is the backbone. But at the same time, you there. Yeah. You there.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
I guess I guess even in this episode, I've been a hypocrite. I can't come on here and tell motherfuckers, hey, start monetizing yourself. And then I got a problem with robots, right?
No, not the same thing. Don't smoke yourself.
I think that's different, though. But you're actually talking about evolution, though.
You caught it. There you go. You got it.
You're talking about the evolution of entertainment. This is the evolution in all aspects.
But this is
he's talking about getting with the times.
We're just talking about evolution in general. Both of these are evolution. And what I'm saying is, I have to be more objective to say, well, look, if I'm telling niggas content, create, and monetize your time, I got to sit over here and be okay with the robots. Even though I don't like it and I'm not feeling it.
Imagine a robot following you with the phone.
Bro, it's going to be the...
And he got all the angles.
You going to have you a little baby.
Hey, look. And it's going to be a robot.
Meech, ain't that wrong?
You gonna have your little
I'm
baby?
not a proponent.
That's wrong to me. I'm sorry. You ain't never gotta record yourself again.
See, but
you ain't never gotta edit it.
I gotta
you edit.
No. But that's why I gotta clarify. That's why I gotta clarify. That's why I gotta clarify. I love tech and I love where it's going, but that doesn't mean I agree with all parts of it. We talk about the editing portion. I don't want to edit. I don't want a machine editing videos or something like that. I do want a person doing that. But you know what the machines have been doing? It's been making every part of my editing day to day so much easier. When I'm working with art and everything for graphics and stuff, and a picture is just not long enough, and this nigga cut off right here where the tie stops, I could go and redraw that shit, but I've never in my life been able to do something like that. But I in my mind know what I want there. I know what I want there, so I go and tell AI, put that shit that I'm talking about there. Now it's there. Now I just controlled the machine. There's a motherfucker that lost his job that's able to draw that. But guess what? I just got a job because I knew how to do it. Because I'm in that category.
Anybody ever watched Terminator 2?
I have.
I ain't watched
I don't
Terminator.
like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's probably, that's my age showing.
So that's your pushback with the robots?
Skynet.
Nah, I feel the robot. Look, I'm not on the robot.
Skynet.
To that point, I'm not on the robot wave either.
Skynet.
I just want to shout.
Robot shit. I've been trying to say this shit for a minute and the conversation went far. There's something that Reed said that really changed my mind on them cars that fast. Going through the mountains in bad weather condition and I have no control? Bitch. No.
What if it's
I would actually
but
rather
see,
take my
see,
chances.
I'm actually the opposite of you there. Like, you're speaking to the opposite of what I'm saying. Because I was saying, like, yo, that's a moment I probably would cut that
No,
shit on.
I know
But
you saying
like-
you would,
but you
like, no, I'm
fuck
like
that.
I need
I'm
to
holding
control.
You wanna
if I'm finna die or not.
I'm gonna die on my own.
because if this car starts slipping and I just decided I ain't driving today.
And that's why on the car situations, I don't never want a car that I can't take control of and don't come with a steering wheel. I need the steering. I need the steering wheel. I need to be able to take control. But I also understand this car has the data of someone who has driven this part of the mountain billions of times.
They absolutely
While I go
could.
to it for my first time.
They absolutely could. My only problem is Skynet. So this motherfucker might say one day, "Hey, nigga, no, the override button doesn't work anymore."
It say, dog.
Hey, look.
Put your seatbelt on, dog,
wait.
and shut the fuck up.
When he brought that up, this is what I'm thinking about now. Meech, remember when you had said you was on that trip? Now, this before I was on the pod, and you said the car was like, "Get out, we about to do an update."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
told
when
me
he
like,
said that,
don't
I
get
immediately
out.
thought about that when he said the Skynet stuff. So I do get what
So
y'all
I-
mean.
That motherfucker counted me. It said 3, 2. Well, some shit.
Bitch finna lock me in.
Right.
And we can
I do
move
not
past
want to
this.
get locked down. On.
And we can move.
We
past
got
this,
you in
but,
the house,
but
nigga.
yeah, that was kind of only my pushback with the Tesla shit. The cars I get, you know what I'm saying. If we're going to have better infrastructure, or we're going to build new or retrofit what we have in order to do that, cool. Because it's still going to benefit me as a gas guzzler or someone who has an older car or whatever. These are still going to be better roads for me as well. They might even go as far as to like separate this shit and slowly but surely get rid of the gas shit.
That might be what happened. Built the other road right on top.
Right on top of it.
And then now you getting roads off the ground.
Yep.
At the same time.
And you know, cool.
We can't get this shit away for free.
That's fine.
Man, yeah, take
I'm
that part out.
I'm just
You need to present that.
I'm just I am a speeding ass nigga. So if there's ever just a point in my life, okay, this is my worst fear. I'm gonna just say it. God damn it. Why is as soon as I make the money I want to make, I can't fucking spend it and do the reckless shit I want to do? Why? Because of fucking technology. But you know what? It's cool, man. Hopefully by the time they do all that shit, they got some jet motorbikes out here and I'll just go crazy.
Hey, also a PSA, this was straight from the desk of Jim Jones. When he got a Cybertruck, he wants you niggas to know, before y'all start busting moves on this shit because it's bulletproof glass, it records everything. It records everything. PSA.
I also want to say one more thing
Reminder.
before we get off
Busting
the
a
tech.
move in the Cybertruck is insane.
But you know you
Because
can't.
you can be like, it's that
it's
car.
bulletproof. It's bulletproof.
Get it, but
It was that one. That's the car.
Could you imagine?
We finna go from this nigga shit to some nigga shit, so go ahead.
Could you imagine shots ringing off and all you hear in the background is?
So, did anyone
I do want to say one
Go
thing
ahead.
to the tech is this. Technology, yes, is here to help us, but technology will never be as complex as the human brain.
Amen.
It is literally the most valuable thing that we have. They'll never make technology that can ever match the human brain.
and when Skynet realizes that, this shit gonna turn into the fucking Matrix.
They
and
gonna
we're
build a
be living
brain.
underground.
Oh, so that's all I gotta do is build a brain?
That's what the bugs did in Starship Troopers. Y'all ain't probably seen that either. I'm old. Anywho,
Yeah, Star Trek Troopers. I don't know nothing about that.
speaking of wild shit,
What's that, 87?
nah, Starship Troopers came out in the 90s.
how much I've heard of Starship.
I was literally messing with you. He just answered that for real.
I just did to you what you do to me. It's all good. The Chicago train heist shit. This shit is catching so much wind, and I'm so. See, here goes me being who I am as opposed to just regular people in the world. Bruh, this is not no crazy, fantastic shit.
Yes, it is.
Niggas, have y'all ever been to a flea market before? Like on 127 in Cicero? Y'all ain't never seen nobody selling no stolen shit before?
I have.
Y'all ain't never bought no stolen shit before?
Dog,
Y'all ain't never seen people robbing
Why
shit
you asking
before?
that question? You
Yeah.
trying to incriminate niggas.
one of my first jobs that I got, I worked at Sam's Club. That Sam's Club isn't here anymore, so I can speak on it.
R.I.P.
Random story time.
R.I.P.
Sorry,
the club.
but it still goes with what you're saying on wild shit.
The club.
I worked in the meat department. Meat departments, y'all know, usually got like a big ass glass. I was a butcher. Mm-hmm. So liquor used to be like straight ahead of us. I've seen a nigga take the big goose bottle, shoot, throw that bitch dead in his pants and walk clean out this bitch. I done seen niggas take not one, multiple TVs on a cart, car sitting right outside, put that shit in the car and pull the fuck off. Niggas steal, bro.
My homie, one of my homies that shall remain nameless, no lie. We up in KZoo. We in the store.
I gave the location.
Right, you literally said
I said
Man,
my homie that shall
Time
remain
stamp.
nameless.
Yeah, bleep that out.
I ain't told a year. See, that's the thing. You don't even know if I'm telling the truth. Relax and let me tell my story. Calm down.
That's when a nigga know you telling the truth.
Once upon a time, up in KZoo, one of my homies had went to a Target. And they so happened to know some personnel in that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, that shit you talking about, nigga was like, let me get the cart. Not only took a TV, took some other shit, rolled up, went to the cashier, made a transaction.
Oh yeah, people used to be the
Walked straight
liquor,
out that bitch.
If you ever at a Sam's Club or something, you see old people at the door. That's why, because it used to be younger people there, and you'll be able to come with the same receipt
And now to speak to what we're talking about,
and steal.
I'm not surprised by nobody hitting no trains. That ain't the only thing that makes this look wild. Is that goddamn drone camera record their ass and it looked like a GTA cutscene.
I'm looking dead at that camera and throwing up a gang sign. I'm getting a TV.
Oh baby,
You know the wild part about it to me.
See, you. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Meech.
The wild part about it to me was them niggas was robbing the train over the part that's like the people drive under.
Thank you.
That shit was fucking crazy to me. Like
Thank
if you
you,
fall
Meech.
off, you fall in the car. You fall in traffic. It was like a regular ad. You didn't wait till the park got to what.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why they park the trains there to deter what they're doing.
Listen.
They don't park the trains right there. Not on the bridge. They would never park the train on the bridge.
And hold on, over a
That train
viaduct,
might have been stopped, but
over
not
traffic.
parked.
Meech,
in broad daylight.
Meech, the same thought you just had, right? A nigga wouldn't dare do this right here. Yeah, that's why we parked it right here, because we didn't think a nigga would dare do this right here, and they did it. That's
crazy.
I'm just speaking from a nigga. If you know, you know. Niggas hit train anytime a train is parked anywhere. I really want niggas to understand this, and you probably never paid attention to it, but y'all took the train downtown. Mm-hmm. All them trains down in Roosevelt. Mm-hmm. When you see them trains parked over there, do you see where they're parked and how they're parked? Yeah. They're not parked in a location where it's easy to get up out of here. Like, you gonna have to go through some work. Niggas go through work because those one of them train cars, bro, they're moving millions of dollars of valuables. Yeah. So we're just talking about back to risk versus reward here. The risk is you might get caught for stealing this shit, trespassing. You gonna get thievery, robbery, all them little different charges, right? A nigga who desperate might take the 2 years of time.
Yeah, I think you looking at it from a actual doing the crime.
Because we're doing crime. We ain't out here for play. I know how y'all getting. Y'all just sit back as a viewer like, woo, I'm looking at them niggas like, shit, they getting it in. Because look,
so that's a different.
This is crazy.
If you can get 30, 70-inch TVs and sell them bitches tax free for $1,000 each, my nigga, do the math.
See, yeah, that's not
crazy.
the view. When people say that's crazy or that's wild, they not looking at it as niggas are stealing shit. Niggas steal shit. We know niggas steal shit.
So why is niggas surprised by that?
These niggas is doing this shit broad daylight on a bridge. Niggas is looking at them from all angles. That shit is
traffic
wild.
under the viaduct. I just gotta
because it can happen.
I have to say this.
Where was it?
Well, I don't know where it was.
Was it on the
Chicago,
west side?
right?
On the west side of Chicago, right?
Well,
Bro, no, it's crazy.
If we saw that shit anywhere, that's wild.
That's crazy.
I would be like, y'all niggas wild and it's broad day. Y'all couldn't wait till tonight.
It's wild.
That's what I'm saying is wild about it.
So the wild, we got to put the end on it?
Right.
Just, yeah.
I don't like, I get what you saying on being like, no, this is wild, but I don't think we view it as the same type of wild.
No,
even how you speak on it, I know we view this in a
Can
different
I
type of
speak
way.
on this as a non-Chicago Indian?
It's
Non-criminal.
but this not a Chicago
Non-criminal.
thing.
You right. Sorry.
The train shit ain't
Sorry.
a Chicago thing.
Sorry. No, I'm just saying because this is what I'm gonna say. It's a
I've
lot
never
of
seen a train
it's a
get
lot of
robbed on the
stuff.
bridge
I'm not
like
saying it's a
that.
Chicago thing.
You ain't never seen a
It's
train
lot
get robbed, period. Though.
Bro, no, it's
I've
a
seen
lot of
trains get robbed.
stuff.
I've never seen it on the bridge. Cause
Right.
again, I'm a Nike boy too. I've watched niggas hit them bitches.
Bro,
They hit our shit at work.
I've seen
get
niggas
it.
still like
I ain't never seen the shit is on the bridge.
And broad
Probably
daylight.
for a
over
couple
traffic,
minutes.
And that's
over
why
traffic
they parked
for the world to
over
see.
a bridge.
That-
Because they didn't
I'm
think
not gonna lie
niggas
to you.
would
And
do
the world
it.
I
seen
refuse
it.
to believe that they parked that shit on the bridge.
Okay.
I think them niggas caught that shit while they was on that bridge.
Okay.
But can I say this though? Now this is the part as a non-Chicago Indian. It's a lot of stuff that y'all are desensitized to. That's crazy. I'm just saying. When I was saying last night, bro, like I'm like, this Chicago not a real place. These niggas went out in broad daylight
But even
and
then,
stole on the train. Hold on, over a fight out with traffic, like just all under them. Okay, nigga, that's crazy. And then it's like, man, y'all was telling me about, man, James, niggas steal, niggas do this, niggas commit crime. Nigga, I know that. I know all of that. I know niggas steal, I know niggas kill, I know niggas do all of that. But for you to do it in broad daylight, for the world to see, and the world seen it, for the world to see, and then proceed to hop on Facebook, put a picture of all the televisions on Facebook Market, selling them.
they just want you to know I got that shit.
I mean, we got to get it
So-
off.
so-
got that shit.
That's the same shit that
Bro.
happened in Memphis with the red
Bro.
and white 11s. The trains got hit and niggas post that
And
shit
how-
the same
How many
day.
times have y'all came on here and said, "Boy, Memphis crazy"? So look, this is what I'm saying.
did it.
Yes, y'all have. I've
Yeah,
heard y'all
I
say
said
it.
Memphis was crazy because of violence.
No, but
I wasn't
no.
talking about them
And
hitting
this
the
is what I'm saying.
train.
This is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. I've heard you niggas come on this pod and say, "Hey, people moved to Atlanta, and then they wasn't ready for the violence that came with it." You know, I was like, okay, nigga, that's normal to y'all. Because in the area that y'all live in, these things happen on a normal, regular basis. For a law-abiding citizen who is at work on break, eating lunch, watching this happen on Twitter, this is crazy. I speak for the normal people, all right? Brother James
I speak
is
for the
green.
streets.
Brother James is not in the streets. Brother James is not a criminal, all right? Brother James goes
What was
to
your
work.
definition of green?
I said I'm green as jealousy.
I
I was
misread that.
making a parallel.
you
I was
misread.
literally making a parallel.
I
But no, but
misread.
look,
How long you been where you at now? I ain't want to say where you at, but how long you been there?
man, I'm embarrassed. You talking about my job?
No, not your job.
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about
This nigga
where you
said
stay
I'm
at.
embarrassed.
Oh,
That city.
Cause your city,
6 years?
Cause your city dirty as hell.
No,
Them niggas dirty as hell. Them
Oh,
niggas
you talking about the okay?
them
that
niggas
whole
grimy
area.
as hell.
Now for about
And them niggas get down out there too.
when I moved out here.
Cause you moved out here when you was like a
Oh
teenager,
wait,
right?
oh wait. So it's 18 years?
Some
No,
Boy, you don't know no man.
16 years. 16 years.
Yeah, cause it's surprising me you never heard none of it. Cause niggas by you really be wildin'.
No, I know this. This is what I'm saying. Okay, look, I understand
Is it-
that, right? This is what I'm saying.
Cause I was
That's
like, people,
wild
we
too.
would
It's
we
not the
would
crime.
we would buy
Wait, I
shit
think I got
from the people.
I think
That's
I got
what I'm
this.
saying. That's wild too.
I think
That's what
I
I'm
got
trying to
this.
get you to understand.
I think I got this. It's not wild that it was happening. You just saying it's wild because you actually seeing it.
The fashion that it happened in.
Yeah,
That's what-
because you got a video of it. Because if you
That's
don't have,
what
because if you don't have a video and you just read this story, it's like
Exactly.
oh,
Yeah, whatever. I'm
It's
just gonna
like
scroll
the
right past it.
audacity is these niggas. I swear to
Remember
God,
the
it
video?
was 3 p.m.
Well, them niggas. I mean, look, do them niggas know the camera's actually up there? Probably not.
No, fuck the cameras.
Nigga, they doing it in broad daylight.
People is there.
Traffic.
How many of these people who ride by gonna go to the police station to give a report?
It didn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
It does.
Them niggas is down there.
That's why we doing it. Zach,
Listen.
Nah.
If a
It's
nigga,
best to try to commit a crime when no one
if
is
a
looking.
nigga, if a nigga rob
That's
a
when
jewelry
it's best to do
store,
it. I know that much.
if a nigga rob a jewelry store in the daytime, is it wild?
yeah.
Niggas rob jewelry store all the time. Hey, nigga always rob jewelry store in the daytime. That don't mean them niggas ain't wild. Nigga, there's a nighttime. There's
Thank
a
you.
dusk. There's a day. We play GTA. We know to climb in through the fucking roof, hit the drill shit. What the fuck? This niggas is fucking
I
up.
just guess our definitions of wild are different.
Well, that's the
all.
other
Yeah.
part. That's the
That's
other
it.
part.
That's it.
You look at that shit, it was like, These niggas is in that corner.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think the niggas hitting the train are less crazier than the niggas who was looting on Michigan. Now, when you want to talk about wild,
hey, look,
now that shit
I
now
can't lie.
was
I don't disagree with you.
That I will say.
I don't disagree with you.
Now that I will say was one of the scariest times.
Look, bro, and that's what I'm saying,
bro.
Back to our definitions
Stuff
of
was like
wild.
on fire.
Because I literally see a car on fire.
Outside stuff was just on, bro. No lie.
Like-
I'm in. Y'all know I'm in Joliet. Right? Me and my wife, we was bro that night when they shut everything down. You know, we just in the crib. We over here talking about something. We about to go get some White Castle.
No, the fuck you
Niggas
ain't.
was not getting out the way of cops, nigga. Niggas was just running in the street. Mugs was like tearing stuff up. We seen stuff on fire. I'm like, gee, this is real life. Like, this is not a movie. This is real life.
I dead ass was driving on Lyft. I was dead ass driving Lyft.
Bro, that was wild. I can't believe I witnessed that.
This is real.
I dropped the lady that worked at the hospital off at the hospital. I remember turning around. And I seen a car on fire and a nigga just fucking flying the other way. And I was like, turned the app off. I was like, I'm going home.
I'm done.
I'm good.
And as I was driving, I saw more and more wild shit on my way home.
Bro,
Yeah, I guess I am. I guess I am a little desensitized to a lot of things, and I do think certain things are like of a certain nature. Like, oh, that's wild. Like, oh no, you tweaking.
We just all we trying to do is say
wild. Like you see wild shit on a regular basis. Now, if you ever hear me come in here and say, "Oh no, them niggas tweaking," then I'm kind of where you at with this. So. I mean, but nah, them
niggas was tweaking.
Them niggas, hey,
they was tweaking.
them niggas saw an opportunity. Hey, not only did they get down, they got all that shit. They did it efficiently. They got it back to a backyard. They took their pictures. They're selling their items. And this is some West Side shit. The West Side is known to having stolen merchandise. This is the same side of the city that had the warehouse selling all the stolen fucking fashion shit. They had all the shoes and shit, all that. They had $2 million worth of shit in there. Like, when I see shit like this, I be like, yeah, like, well, duh, these are the type of crimes that's got to get committed to have shit like that. All I be saying is just let a nigga know when the next time y'all open up, because I'm trying to see what y'all got going on.
Right, I don't want to steal it, but I will buy stolen merchandise. Because if
I'm
you
not
gonna give me
say anything to that.
boy, you got an 80-inch TV and you sell it for $400.
Shit.
So
Hey,
You know,
let me
these days-
hurry up and get that Apple
You
product.
got my
Let me get that Apple product off you so I can hurry up and put Apple Care on this
Shit,
bitch for
these
30
days that
bro.
damn robot gonna come in, look at TV,
man, when
grab that motherfucker and walk back to the stove.
when niggas was looting, I ain't never had so much expensive liquor in my life.
Hey, allegedly.
No, I didn't steal it.
Hey, it was allegedly there.
It was okay.
Hey, if I can live in America and we stole this land from the Native Americans, my boy can sit up here and talk about how he drank some liquor that got stolen by somebody.
See, but you know the difference in that example? America won that beef. America is gonna win this one too.
the Ray Charles rock. The Ray Charles rock.
if I can live here on these Indian lands and say
Well,
I'm
shit.
American,
Beat America then.
then shit.
I've been stopped talking.
Yeah.
Don't put me in the belt I don't want to do.
That's what America went up to the Native Americans, said beat us. Shout out to Indigenous People Day Monday. Indigenous People Day. Only
right.
Columbus we acknowledge is Wallace.
We have a quick story time and then we can get into our shows and our sports and get up out of here.
Click clank.
Brother James almost did it again.
This time was a lot better though, and different.
Go ahead, tell your side of the story. Come on, you know how we A-B this.
All right, so guys, there is no mystery that I was a fan of this show before I came onto it.
He a fan.
I'm actually freaky ass, all of that.
Wait, no.
No, I was just talking about what you're saying.
Okay.
Ain't no wrong with being a 69 guy. Hey!
No, it's
What
not.
Keke Palmer say?
It's just,
He's like, what is the problem?
I was just, okay, you're right.
All right.
All right, leave it alone. You're right.
All right, so I was a fan of this show before I came to this show. So I'm going to say this. I would listen to this pod every day, all day long. No lie. So.
You like my voice?
Come
Yeah,
on,
just
bro.
stop it right there. Yeah, just stop it right there.
So. Nigga,
Nah, go ahead.
on Thursday, I was listening to the pod. I was at work on Spotify listening to the pod, and it just shut off. No lie, it just shut off and then went to a whole nother pod. And I'm like, what the? You know what I'm saying? So I look at my phone, and then I'm trying to pull the pod back up, even because I got it saved in my library, all of that stuff, saved episodes. I'm trying to pull it back up, and it's saying this isn't available in your region. So I'm like, oh dang, they done took it down off of Spotify. So, like a calm person, I just screenshotted both of those, and I sent it to Nick. I just said, hey, the pod's not up on Spotify, and I proceeded to get on SoundCloud and listen to the pod. That was all I did. That's all I did. That's it. That's all I did.
My turn.
Ain't that all I did?
My turn.
See, he about to
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, dog. And I had the thought and then I texted to him. Now, while I do appreciate you being very thorough and timely with these alerts and being on top of that, it means you care, and I appreciate you caring. One thing I had to recently figure out, and I said this to him, sometimes you just don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Because you did this last fucking week. God damn it. So I'm bloated as shit at the moment. So I take my high ass over to the computer. I get on it. Sure enough, I'm trying to log into the shit. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck did we do now? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like what? Like, we're going to wrap this shit up in a second. Because goddamn. Man, so I'm looking through the emails. I'm like, I don't see shit on the emails. Now, I got an email for my older podcast for some other shit, and I fixed it, and it was done. I don't see nothing here. Now, the reason why I got hit for the older podcast was some copyright shit. Well, I'm like, well, they got to this shit. They snatched the plug out the wall for the show. This shit is, we went crazy here. Okay? So I ain't even mad at you. But I'm like, we'll just set it up again. But then the shit pop back up. And then it disappear again. And it pop. I closed the fucking laptop. I'm texting him. I'm like, bro, it's back up. Wait, it's down. It's back up. And like he said, just call him like, man, I'm over here on SoundCloud. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? He was y'all this time. And I was like, motherfucker. And that's when I told him, like, hey, bro. And I was being serious, but I was being funny too. I'm like, hey, bro, sometimes don't tell me shit. Just let me figure it the fuck out on my own. Because I'm going to start attributing bad situations to your black ass.
Brother,
I ain't gonna lie, I received that. When he said it, I received it.
Brother, I'm here to tell you now, don't do that.
Do not.
Don't do that.
Wait.
Whatever
Brother,
you come across,
do not listen to him. Bring that shit up every single time. Yeah. Because if it comes to a moment that Reed finds out, oh, fuck, this shit ain't up, and this damn near been out for 3-4 days. And then you be like, oh, yeah, I been noticed it was gone.
even beyond that, it could just be something even a little bit deeper. And you just keep breaking it up. Keep doing what you do.
Tell me. I tell him.
Okay,
I tell him.
All right, I'm going to bring it back to last
You
week.
had 2. I get 2, and then we'll switch it back to you.
I didn't want to be the guy associated with, James texted me, I know something wrong.
Off doing it because he ain't even the tech guy. So
I'm
still.
So I'm going to use.
I'll be like, so Brother James told you to text me.
No, he did not. He did not. I text on my own merit.
I was like, no, but I received that because he was like, hey, bro, don't be the bearer of bad. I'm like, dang, you know what? Every time, and the last couple of times I hit Nick up, it was literally some bad news.
That nigga scrolled up. It was like, damn.
No lie. So that's why I was like, when he said that, I was like, bro, it won't happen again. I'm like I said, but then I did text this nigga this, and he responded back, LOL, I understand. When I had said, bro, the only reason I hit you up is because I was listening on Spotify, and it just cut off. Then it was gone.
Brother.
That's the only reason I hit you up.
Brother.
That's what I'm saying. And he was like, he understood. So he like...
This is outsiders only, the collective. Text me.
I got you.
If it's so bad, and you be like, nah, I done did this many times, I say it.
I got you.
And even saying it in front of them. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna doctor this shit up, it came from me.
Okay.
I know how to do that.
Appreciate that,
Unless it's
brother.
something you got to do with downloading it on the computer. and
Nigga
shit,
be like,
yeah.
Nick, I went on Spotify and the ejecto button was standing next to the. Fuck, what did James say?
And I got some shit for your ass.
Me?
I did find the calculator notes. Right a fucking way. I looked at the calculator as soon as I got out of here. Like, it can't be hard to find.
That nigga did this
Pull that shit right up. Boy, fuck you.
Hey,
I found them calculator notes right away.
He just confirmed what he said though. He was like, "Oh, it's a notes."
No.
It's a calculator.
No, he
didn't know
told
that
me.
though, did you?
Why the fuck would I?
Did you?
Why the fuck would I? Niggas don't use their calculator for nothing, but when they get a new job, trying to figure out what the fuck they check gonna be around.
That's what I said.
That's it.
That's what I said. My man.
No, fuck you.
Same side.
Fuck you.
I agree.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie. To be fair to Nick, though, I ain't gonna lie. I really don't mess with y'all. I be bothering him all the time. I do.
Hey, listen, man.
No, I bother Nick all the time. So that's why I say I be leaving
No.
peaceful.
He's done that shit to me before, and I've literally said, "Hey, James, I'm not doing this shit."
not doing this with you, James.
Because I didn't realize he kept going. I was like, "Oh, he's digging." I was like, "Oh no." He
I've
likes
never
to
done that
argue
with
like
Meech.
that.
I wonder why.
You said what?
I said I've never done that with
don't
Meech.
want
Oh,
to
he'll
wonder why.
absolutely stop responding.
You don't want the problem.
No, I'm saying I wonder why.
Meech
I'm
is
saying
not gonna
because
do it.
Meech ain't like you niggas.
Yeah.
He's gonna legit
He's
say
different.
He's gonna say okay.
I've gotten so good at just leaving shit alone.
He won't argue with us as friends.
I wake up now, and that used to be my thing. I don't argue with other people, but I'm gonna make sure my friend is right. I got to the point now. I'm just like, once I've told you what I've said, if you don't change my opinion on the way back, my opinion is my opinion, and we ain't got to keep doing this.
See, before you got
I
here,
feel that.
If you change my opinion, I might get, or something's
You
there.
know me, I'll retract
All right.
something.
it
I'll
used to
retract
be
something.
it used to be me and Meech doing this every week before you got here.
Oh, I know. I listen.
You know what I'm saying? And then when it was just me and bro, we just be in this bitch fencing, just
Oh, I remember.
jousting in this bitch.
I was so happy when you got here because I had made the decision. I'm not about to be arguing with him because, one, a lot of times this nigga be right. Two, I don't always be arguing my true opinion on that shit. I just be making sure this nigga wrong. And then three, you about to make sure that nigga wrong. So now I could go back to just being right.
All right, move on, man.
All right, so
I'm not finna deal with this.
so
shit.
before we get to movies and shit, beating off saved people from making bad decisions.
I don't even. That was
Wait,
the
where you
kind.
get this from? What the?
I don't even remember what that was from. You was talking about.
put that up there.
You told me put it there.
Oh yeah, what was we talking about?
I saw that in the notes and I was
probably
like,
beat off
I
and
don't know what that
saved-
is, but I gotta leave that.
I probably beat off to make it to save me from a bad decision. That's probably where it
because I don't even remember the conversation.
That shit was so good that nigga hit the notes like, man.
Because he said throw it in there. We had good conversation.
What was we talking? We just talking about how beating off before it saved us from making bad decisions. Like literally, just like I'm just
See,
gonna
I
rub one
sometimes-
So
out.
now, are you
I
talking about? Are
sometimes-
you talking about before making a bad sexual decision, or just a bad decision? Period.
Bad sexual decision.
right.
I'm not beating off before I go.
Yeah,
commit a
because that's
crime.
kind of crazy.
No
beating
wonder-
off is not gonna
You're
stop.
like, hey man, I
If
got
you beat off
shit.
before you go do
I'm
a
about to go
crime,
kill a nigga. Wait a minute.
All right, you know what?
I get
I
that
ain't
nigga
even mad
tomorrow.
no
I ain't mad no more. I'm finna take a nap,
Yeah, that's crazy.
make a sandwich.
Like if you was thinking about sticking up the corner store, and then after you get done beat off, you just go up there and get some chips.
You go up there and get some chips and like, boy, about
Hey,
an hour
boy,
ago.
You just don't know.
You look,
Hey,
I almost fucked you up.
You
I
lucky.
gotta make. I'm about to make an OG reference. All right. Remember what Jamal said when y'all first had him on this show? He said all these niggas out here committing crimes and going crazy because they ain't got their balls drained out. He said, get you a good ball drainer. Go to Jakeitha house. He said, you ain't gonna be out here shooting up, killing. You gonna be at Jakeitha house. And what you say, Zach? Sitting on the couch watching preseason football.
You know the
Some
problem?
niggas just need to get a nut on.
You know the problem with Jakeitha though? Is Jakeitha then become the focus of that nigga. And now that nigga do anything over Jakeitha. And Jakeitha is gonna be
He's
that
gonna
power.
go back outside to do all the shit he wasn't gonna do because he was in there busting a nut.
That's why
He
in
gonna
this,
do it.
that's why in this
Jakeitha
scenario, Jakeitha
Beat off.
is your left or your right hand.
You know, on
I'm
that,
sorry, whoever name may be Jakeitha.
out to
If
you.
your name is that, go ahead and change that shit.
I apologize. Don't change your name.
That was a name.
I know you was named after your daddy.
He made that name up. I don't know nobody named
I know you not working on entry level job.
They was named after their daddy.
Jakeitha.
You are unique.
Type that down. Jakeitha.
You are one of us. How the fuck do I type down Jakeitha?
However you want.
Jakeitha.
Yeah, do it with the
Jakeitha.
Yeah, do it with the
Jakeitha Anita.
Hey, and this is for the women too. This is for the women too. I'm pretty sure there are some women out there who were let me think of a woman scenario. Let me be real sexist. So you laying at the crib with your front door open. I mean, not open, but unlocked, and it's like 1:45. That nigga said he was gonna be here at 12:30. I get it, right? You could just grab the rose, knock that on out, and baby girl, get up and go lock your door and go to sleep, knowing that you safe and you done got you one off. Like, y'all got help. Y'all got the batteries. They say the men got the toys and the batteries and the help.
We don't need no toys.
Time out.
Wait.
Have y'all seen that ad?
What for the
guzzler?
Yeah.
I'm looking for that motherfucker. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hey,
nigga, I'm scared of that. I ain't gonna lie.
No, we gotta have
what if that
have a
break while I'm
Patreon
there?
talk that shit.
Oh, we out here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk that shit.
We out here.
Oh man,
That motherfucker God damn. You ever see the ad go and you just like, wait a minute.
Don't touch me. Yo, you just touched me with the back of your finger.
You looking at the ad like,
don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Meech is a nasty nigga. That nigga said, wait. That nigga said that, saw that shit. Wait, hold on.
like, what's the liquid? What is the liquid part? Is that me?
So the fight night finale dropped. Let's react to it. The fight night finale dropped.
Zach, you gotta take it away because the way you brought it up, what's going on?
You talking about the corny end? That's what he talking about.
Bro.
What was so corny about it?
Bro.
I thought it was clever.
Nobody died.
Yeah. What you call it?
I don't think
The robber?
Everybody from
Jack-
the heist died. That's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Robert Willie
Everybody
Black.
from the fucking heist
Willie
died.
Black.
He got shot in the head.
Fuck Willie Black.
R.I.P.
None of the niggas that needed to die died.
All the niggas that needed to die died. It was all the
all the robbers died.
Terrence Howard had to go.
No.
He got away with so much bullshit.
I think all the robbers died because it was symbolic of them being the young niggas caught up in some young dumb shit.
Well,
and this is what
all them robbers died because this shit's a real story.
Wait. That's what I was just gonna say. The
That's
real
it.
story is the nigga survived. Nigga survived.
I literally was watching that and I literally said, if this ends with these niggas getting arrested, I'm finna be pissed. Because it's just way too much wild
Ain't that how it went
shit
in real?
going on.
Like, alleged. That's what it sounds like.
I'm positive all of this ain't go how it went in real life.
Because I feel like
events,
I don't feel like after
lot
they
of
told the
it's
story.
fabricated.
After they told the story, I feel like none of this shit happened. I feel like it was so much more because we got this thing, and I found this out through like the Godfather of Harlem and what's that movie Denzel played in? American Gangster.
American Gangster, yeah.
I found out that those people weren't as grand as our recap would make it seem. Like they was running shit amongst the black community, but it wasn't like the level that we see. I feel like a lot of the times when we be seeing like these movies of us having our events like this situation, it probably wasn't that damn shut down the cityable when the niggas got robbed when the gangsters got robbed. It was probably big amongst black people, but not in the grand scale. Go ahead.
That's Hollywood.
Shit on nigga shit. Go ahead.
That's Hollywood for you though.
Well,
like
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of this.
That finale sucked.
But nah,
That's my statement.
You know what was so funny to
I
me?
did
I ain't
too.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I liked it, but it was just so funny to me that he became a preacher, and then I found out that was a true story that he actually did. That
You don't
was
like
wild to
Chicken?
me.
You don't
Chicken
like
Man
Chicken becoming
actually
a preacher?
but he did in real life.
Fuck that nigga. He did good until the last episode. Bop, motherfucker. I wanted somebody to punch that nigga so bad. Just punch him.
All I know is I want whoever making movies to go get Samuel L. Jackson and put him right back in this vibe.
Oh, hell
Put that nigga right back in this vibe. It's enough of the motherfucking plane, snakes on a plane, nigga. It's enough of the movies with the superheroes. Put that nigga back in Godfather mode.
And
Go
they
grab
still
Terrence.
let him say motherfucker.
Go
I
grab,
like that.
go grab David Banner.
Hold on,
ass.
motherfucker.
Grab David Banner again. Grab Terrence. Y'all
This
can go
crew,
grab all
Terrence,
these.
I really enjoy Terrence Howard in this shit.
No, I enjoyed David Banner the most.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was David Banner until this nigga told me, yo, that's David Banner. I'm like, who is this nigga playing this role? I like this nigga. That's
I felt
David
like
Banner.
that-
I want to see
What
this
was his
nigga
name? What
act
was
in
his name?
any
Sweet?
and
He
everything.
said, got your little chicken now.
I want to see that nigga
said,
act in some
"Little
other
nigga."
shit.
That cast still had hella legs. Like, I wasn't done with that cast. Pause. I really enjoyed the cast of characters.
I tell you who I wasn't done with. Shit. God damn. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
I know what you're talking about.
So it's a young lady on that
About
show.
Shorty that was with Taraji.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Teresa.
Was
Ain't
she
that her
around?
name?
again? Hey,
Teresa.
You ain't like
She
the
was
setup.
barely in this
Everybody
last
tricking
episode.
them in the
That's a real nigga.
the pie
That bitch with
place.
Finger looking. That's what that
You ain't
I
like
have
that?
I have a hard time believing that actually
was
happened.
smart.
But
I'm sure that didn't happen.
How that
yeah,
whole,
that was crazy.
I'm
that was
sure
just
that-
one of them scenes.
I'm sure most of that last episode didn't happen. I'm like
And
certain.
like I thought that was cool. I thought it was clever. But y'all setting it up like y'all literally cleaned this whole shit up, got power going the day of. Y'all did this
Yeah,
shit
that was
the
kinda
day
corny.
of, and this nigga coming out of how long it take you to clean? Give me about 20 minutes, bitch.
And
What?
Did you how easy, I'm sorry, how easily the cops was right there, and dude just his security guard, the Godfather security guard just walk up, pop Willie Black in front of everybody, save Cadillac,
Well,
throw Chicken Man in the
His
trunk.
guard didn't know about the plan. That was the issue.
So think about it though. I was thinking that how bogus it was. I'm like, dang, he just got gave up.
Yeah, I
Like,
think all of that wasn't part of the plan.
see, my thing with that was, and this is what bothered me for real. Like, if somebody is Terrence Howard in this situation, there's no way he doesn't shoot Chicken Man.
Yeah, he talking.
But
too
for,
much.
you talking too much.
That's true.
Him and that cop, y'all would have been smoked. And it's like it was a real situation because y'all finna fuck me up,
That's true.
and I'm absolutely gonna die. These niggas figure out what the fuck going on with me.
But let's play devil advocate. The guy that had them, who took all of them, he know he got to wait for Frank to do anything. So if Terrence move on these niggas before Frank get a chance to talk on them, Terrence just looks a little crazy. And Frank was already thinking a little crazy of Terrence from the phone call way before all this shit started. So I think Frank had him kind of figured out, but needed some things tied together.
But even with Frank having them figured out, I got everybody else now. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about you having
Yeah.
me figured out.
And we could just smoke my man.
Because nigga, I'm Frank now.
Yeah.
That's what that shit was just supposed to be panning out to be, basically.
Because them
Yeah.
yap
You want
mouth
to see
niggas.
Samuel L. Jackson die?
Yes.
You did?
Why not?
I mean, we
He
done
wasn't
with these
good.
characters.
He started having a face turn though. That's what I'm
He
saying.
wasn't. I don't give a fuck.
He never paid for shooting that girl at the tree.
That's true too. You right
He
about
still
that.
killed
Smoke
somebody.
Chloe ass. Smoke
Oh, yeah,
Chloe
that's funny.
Bailey.
He never paid.
That's true. That's true. All I want to say is this too. I used to say I collect people like numbers. Now I collect people for the Lord. Amen. When he said that, I was
Give
like,
me my money. That's what that gave me the vibe.
I said,
The Bitcoin doc. Everybody watched it?
yeah.
So, disclaimer. That documentary fried my brain that day. Probably along with the weed I was smoking as well.
Before
But-
you continue, is this your first Bitcoin situation? What was your history of Bitcoin before you watched this doc?
Not into it like that. I was familiar with Bitcoin when it first came around. I had somebody thoroughly try to get me into it when it first came around, but just following it throughout the years. I mean, I always followed the price of it, but just like all the inner workings behind it, this was all new information to me.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
But after watching the documentary, brain was kind of fried. Because I feel like what they did, whoever did whatever you just did with Bitcoin, I feel like something like that needs to happen in the black community, the black African American community, to give us some type of validity. It needs to be a life changing something like that. Cause that shit right there with them, with whoever did, you created like the first digital planting of a flag in a digital landscape. your currency is now the baseline for currency in this digital landscape. And then people have tried to come and do X, Y, and Z and undermine it and chop it short and let other people create this, that, and the third. And all you did was let them people create Ponzi schemes. Because really, from the totality of this looks like a big ass, long-winded Ponzi scheme.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was first.
it was first, and if it gains enough validity before the scheme is up and it gets implemented, well, then the scheme worked. Mm-hmm. It got made a standard. If the Peter Ty dude is the one behind it, I can't say the kid's a genius, but what I can say, he's a hell of a puppet master. Because for you to be playing both sides of the fence like that, to be talking to the big blockers and the little blockers and kind of controlling the narrative the whole time and just knowing how shit was gonna go.
Yeah.
It was a cool doc.
Nah, that's genius, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was a cool doc. All he did was fix another nigga thing. The hash cash shit is basically what Bitcoin is. He just kind of fixed it. And he rolled it out. He went to the original nigga, got him to roll it out. They all started working together. And then I think he had the foresight, because he is a genius in that aspect, that if there's going to be division on this, let me create the divided sides myself. And I've got hold of them. The people who were the big blockchainers were people he had contacted, just like the little ones were. Like, he was always in the shadows of this shit, the Peter Ty guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So just watching the doc, it didn't really fried my brain. But like I said, it fried my brain, one, because I missed out on the opportunity when I absolutely had the opportunity to get into it.
Well, when they were showing them prices while I was still buying mics, I was disgusted.
No, so real shit. One of my homies, I won't say his name, but one of my guys that I used to chill and play 2K with, used to really kick it with, bro came to the crib like over about a year and a half span trying to get me into Bitcoin when it was underneath $1, when it was over $1, when it was still underneath. I think the last time he entertained me when it was like $11 a coin, and I still couldn't wrap my mind around it. No. And just in hindsight, I was thoroughly pissed off with myself for not just having the foresight of blow $100 on it. Yep. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna start making that a golden rule of mine. And me and Zach have these conversations all the time, but like, we have acquired enough money to say, look, if something looks like an investment, if something looks like it can benefit you in the long term, throw $100 at it.
But that's
just
why
throw 100.
That's why I also think you should forgive yourself for that. Because me myself, when I go through shit, when like learning about all this shit, and I get so mad because I was like, man, I had all this money all this time, and I could have been doing this, that, and the third. Nigga, I didn't fucking know.
Well,
like,
no,
it's just that simple.
Well, of course, I allowed myself to have some grace. I wasn't.
Gotcha.
I wasn't. When I said I was fucked up that day behind it, it wasn't fucked up because I was mad I missed out on the opportunity. Because ain't no telling what I would have kept that shit all the way up until now. I might have sold that shit.
And that's the other part.
That
not even that. People was losing it too, though. Remember that?
That one was losing it. That wasn't a mind. Well, here's
a nigga that traded that shit off of pizza.
Well, here goes the thing.
Nobody was.
Well, here goes the thing. The niggas who bought that shit for $1, the only really way you lost some money is if that shit fell back below $1 or if you gave it up.
Didn't.
And it didn't. Yeah. So there is a certain threshold of people who just, as long as you held on, as long as you did your thing, you're cool. Some of the people that caught in on the 30, 40, 50K shit, yeah, they probably lost money.
And that's just like
But wait, it didn't fall below? Because I remember the part in the doc when they said it like fell. So did it just hit zero?
No, bro, it got maybe down to like $13,000.
Yeah, it was still in the thousands.
Bro, if you bought that shit for $100 a coin and you spent $1,000 on it, you got 10 coins.
And you're not like you're supposed to be concerned about the dips, but you're never really supposed to panic over dips.
It's like the same thing with stocks, right? If you buy this stock, let's say Amazon stock is $50, and you hold on to it, and it go all the way up to $500. Even when it dips down to $250, you haven't lost no money. You still made $200 on your $50 investment. So
you just lost that theoretical money.
You lost all the invisible shit.
I see what you're saying.
And the shit that you own is all in theory invisible shit. Yeah. You really just own the $50 you initially bought.
We gotta find one of these new coins. Then.
But
I mean,
even with the new coin shit, because
it's all the same. Because not all the same, but
I'm talking about one of the ones that's cheap that we can just get a whole gang of.
But the reason why I was so mind blown, and I'll let y'all jump in, is because, like I said, like, if a black person. And I'm just going to be real blackety black. If an African-American person had created that and then got like a group of African American people who had some knowledge behind what he was doing with this shit. Like, take this documentary and just make everybody black. Something like this might have been what puts the African American community in some type of position of power. Maybe. I don't know. But this is the type of thing it's going to take. It's going to take something like that shit, what they did with Bitcoin. Because what I came to understand about Bitcoin is this. Bitcoin is based on money. All those other shit coins, they're based on other shit that's based on money. Like the NFTs and the Ethereum shit, like they're based on some. Bitcoin is literally going to be around as long as money is around. And that's why it being first was just real. It was real important.
That's why Bitcoin is like such a different thing, because Bitcoin ain't backed by money. Bitcoin is backed by value. It's backed by the same thing the dollar is backed in, and that's just people belief in it.
Right.
If everybody was to stop believing in Bitcoin, it dies.
Well, that's if everybody sells off.
Well, not even if they sell off. If everybody on the planet said, I don't believe in Bitcoin, the value is zero. If you sell your coin for zero, you lost the money.
It's the same way with a dollar. We could all look at a dollar and be like, I don't want this.
Yeah, but the problem is its values have hit such a level, and that is the problem with Bitcoin now is, and they was kind of alluding to it, which is it done got so big and so valuable, it's not transactionable no more. It's like it's tough to buy. Like the point of Bitcoin was for you to be able to use it like money. But imagine if every dollar in your pocket was $15,000. You might not be throwing that dollar around as much as possible, and it's not like you could break it down to the change of it. So it's already the kind of it's implanted itself in our lifetime as something to hold value, like stocks and things like that, which wasn't its original intention. Which is why I also don't think it's something that would help the black community, just because they wouldn't allow it. I don't even think it's about black people. I don't think they will allow a white motherfucker to get away with this. The thing that's getting, and even though they kind of deal with Ethereum, but at that point the cat was out of the bag. The reason why Bitcoin busts off is a lot of the same reasons why we don't know who this nigga is. It's because we don't know who this nigga is. This shit gained power. People believed in it. A chunk of people truly believed in this shit. The powers that be fought back against it to the point that they seen that the people is still believing in this shit. Now we into it. Now it's entitled with major companies and stuff like that. I've always been a proponent of Bitcoin. I just think that it's lost its purpose. It's got a purpose now. Its purpose now is you got too much money, you can store that shit. Or you can use it as an investment to try to make more money. But to use it transactionally, which its intended use was, we've gotten kind of far from that shit. Depending
on where you're at. Because some countries have adopted it as legal tender.
And even with that, they're better off to just sell that shit and get whatever the funds is for it. And like, because we talk about those countries that have adopted it, but those are still failing countries.
I think they're just mining it too. I think they letting you spend it here so we can mine. Y'all helping us mine this shit.
No, for sure.
And at the same time, what we do with the asset is we'll probably sell some and keep some.
See, but even as people on the outside, if you are coming from a developed nation and you know that this Bitcoin is $50,000 and you going down there to use it transactionally, for what? For what? Because you're also not going to a perfect, like, not to down those nations. You're going there to do what with that? Again, we talking about it as one Bitcoin. If anything down there costs one Bitcoin, it's overpriced. Because its value is so high. So how do you, no matter what part of the world, feel comfortable unless you see somebody selling a car for one Bitcoin? Then that makes sense. But at that point, that's a heavy transaction. That's not transactionable amongst normal people. So I've like I said, I've been a proponent of Bitcoin and everything just because I recognize its ability to store value, and the people have made it what it is. And if the people gonna make it what it is, it's gonna stand. Like, it is what it is. It's a real process that it's going through. It's something completely separate from our government system. It seems like it's got its shit together. So, but man, Boy, do I wish I could have caught that shit when I was younger. But I didn't even understand stocks. Nevertheless, understand Bitcoin.
Like that was my main thing watching it. It honestly just kind of took me, which the conversation we kind of had just took me back on some memory lane type shit. Like I remember I had a barber that talked to us about the Bitcoin shit, and I remember this was at the same time of Grand Theft Auto 5 just coming out. Because I remember him playing it back when you couldn't do the heist and shit online.
I feel like that game makes fun of Bitcoins at some point, but I can't.
They do
recall.
something with that shit.
So
on
that's
there.
how far back.
That shit tweaks me out because I remember him saying like, "Damn, like, man, no, this shit gonna take off." And I remember me and one of the homies looking like, "Bro, shut the fuck up. Like, cut my fucking hair, bro. I'm not listening to none of that shit."
Do your job.
But the thing that's crazy is he clearly didn't buy none either as the fucking barber. But it's just crazy when you see something and realize how obtainable. Yeah. And you realize how obtainable that shit was, and you just kind of shoulder shrug that shit off. Like,
man, we've missed some real marks in our lives. But that's the beauty of this shit is there's gonna be another wave. And that's why a lot of the times people be getting a lot more money later on in life because they didn't know too much about the waves that was hitting their life. Because like outside of Bitcoin, the other wave was Nvidia. If you would have bought Nvidia stock for like
Jesus,
I used to post that shit in our chat and just when it was like at $100 and stuff like that, and that shit hit like $400. Then did a stock split. Dog, if you would have bought like maybe 20 shares of that shit back, maybe 10 years ago, you done. All those employees, you know how when people talk. Amazon, perfect scenario. Amazon, when they used to give out stock options to employees and people ain't really kind of care about it, just sold that shit off, let that shit go, ain't thinking too much about it.
Super tweaking.
But it was a generation that didn't know. But that goes to what we was talking about earlier of post-COVID, niggas is kind of a little more alert. So if a Bitcoin, actually perfect example, NFTs, that shit popped, everybody ran to that shit. Ran to that shit. Everybody was throwing money in that shit because niggas want that next Bitcoin. Niggas is alert now. They ready for some shit. That ain't work out. Niggas got fucked up, but they tried. They're a little more alert now to what's the next few waves coming. Not saying they gonna do that shit, but
shit, they might. I saw the monkey pictures everywhere.
Everywhere. Niggas was coming up like, yo, we could just make a picture. Like the shit was just doing the shit. Just I'ma make one tomorrow. People was doing it with Bitcoin. We Vamp Life and all that shit. Everybody got the same
funny you
thing.
said that. Because I was about to say, I think Jim Jones single-handedly destroyed NFTs.
He definitely did it for a lot of them. The Vamp coin. I was like, nigga, you just
when they started putting him being the person that's speaking where a lot of the urban community could hear him.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm cool, man.
I got some people that I go to for information, like, for real. And I saw Jim Jones speaking up there, and I was like, I have to cut y'all off, dog.
And I fuck with Jim.
I fuck with Jim. But Jim business ain't the business I'm trying to take care of.
As we
I want to say this about the doc too. The guy Peter Todd, dude was a genius. I ain't gonna lie, because he had said it was funny. It made you think that the whole documentary was pointless. Other than the information we got about how Bitcoin worked and stuff, it made you feel like the whole documentary was pointless when he said this at the end. When he had said, "Well, I did what I was trying to do," and he was like, "Well, what were you trying to do?" He had said, "We were just trying to get Bitcoin to be established as a currency." He said that's happening, and a lot of y'all was focused on nonsense. So he literally made the wall of nonsense of people trying to find out who Satoshi Takashi. Well, I think that was his
whatever
name.
the name is.
People trying to figure out who that was, and then literally when he said that, you saw the dude just holding the camera and didn't say nothing.
Yeah, no, I loved the end of the documentary and how like the journalist was kind of pressing him. And you could tell he was getting a little pressed. It was kind of like watching a boxing match, like watching the bobbing and weaving. But when he said that one line, because he kind of snapped it back at him, he's like, y'all sitting up here trying to figure out who the fuck created this shit when the whole purpose of doing what the fuck we did it.
Right, exactly.
So what the fuck y'all, he was like, so the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
he was just silent. He was like,
I definitely don't think they found out who did it. Like,
I think it was a collective.
I think it was
a collective too.
I absolutely think it was a collective that little motherfucker put together.
Peter Todd?
Yeah.
Probably did.
Because as the documentary states, he was the first one to reach out to Adam Beck. He was the first one to reach out to all these people who were now kind of involved in it.
Wasn't he the younger one that came on he was the younger one that came on at the end, I believe.
No, so that's it. So that's the thing about the documentary. The documentary clearly states that there was a post in 2010, and it was Satoshi. It was a Satoshi post. Mm-hmm. Peter Todd then replies to the post. But when you read the post and the reply, the reply doesn't look like a reply. It looks like the continuing of the original.
Yeah, and then they later put the actual post up there, and it didn't go together as much as they alluded to early on in the documentary.
That's what
I think the guy that went through this level to hide himself ain't giving that shit away to HBO. Because I also think as soon as the U.S. government find out who this guy is, they coming for him. It ain't even just the U.S. government, it's the world government, because this is a world situation.
Whoever get their hands
I don't
on
even
him
know
first.
if this motherfucker alive anymore.
Whoever get their hands on him first.
Yeah, like I just really, I think they definitely had a lot to do with the spread, and maybe he might have reached out to them or the group might have reached out to them because they were already, not Peter, but the other guys, they were already like had their own type of currency-based system trying to get off, and maybe he wanted some notes and everything. But I think a person that went through that level ain't just giving that shit to HBO. Like, I think if HBO had it, they ain't just giving that shit to us.
But that kind of goes back to Peter Todd. Peter Todd, like, yo, if basically he was saying, if I'm the dude, I'm doing everything y'all telling me not to do. I'm gonna do it just like how he was doing it. Like, I'm gonna try and do it on some.
But that's playing. That's playing with niggas' heads, though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we could sit up here and do that same thing.
But that's what he kind of did when he picked the two people against each other, knowing damn well he was already gonna keep it like this. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, do I think he's like the main mastermind? No. But do I think he started to put shit together? Absolutely. I think he might have been the point guard of the shit, because all of them that you talk to refer to who? Peter Todd. Peter Todd. Peter Todd. Peter Todd did this. Peter Todd did that. Peter Todd did this. Peter Todd did that. So a lot of shit points back to him. And when you sit up there and look at it totality, he was the only one who came up with the release fee shit to fix that for whatever it needed to be fixed for.
But that's why I think, because again, I have to just make sure, but I don't think he was involved at the early phases. I think he came around that post time, and that's when people was like, well, who the fuck is this? Because that was his first post altogether.
Supposedly his first post was 2013. They went back and found posts from him in 2010, right before the supposed creator disappeared. That's when his real first post popped up.
That's when he showed up. Yeah,
his first post was like December 11th or December 10th, and then both of them disappeared like 3 days later.
So they popped up. So that's what I just said. He popped up when he disappeared. He wasn't there when the years before when he had the.
Well,
chick
what
going.
they're saying is that's him. But I get what you're saying. The actual. If something factual was Peter Todd, it would be a post from him.
I just think he came into the play a
later
little bit
date.
down. Like Bitcoin was already moving to where it was getting, like, not making money or nothing like that. It was still on the ground. It was just being
created.
Well, I think he tapped in as, because I think this shit was all just developers all putting this shit together themselves. Whereas like this shit probably needs this. Get it at. Yeah. Like almost like an open development system where they was all just adding on to it, which makes them a part of the beginning, but ain't none of them niggas that guy.
True. I feel it. We got anything else?
No, I don't believe so.
Nah, I gotta get my football picks over there.
Anything happen? You gotta watch Superstars.
Yeah. Superstars? What the fuck is
with Brian and all them?
No, I'm good.
No, not you. I'm talking about Zach.
No, I heard that shit good. I just think he had a chance to turn that shit on.
Man, that nigga Anthony Edwards, he one of them ones. He my favorite watch going forward. It's solidified. I'm never having another favorite player again, especially a nigga younger than me. But I'm definitely got favorite watches, and he is definitely at the top of that list.
Thanks for coming back.
Yep.
We about to get to the aux part of this show. So with that being said, I'm Reed at the Claudius.
It's Pusher 2_Z.
You know the vibe. Look, bit Meech.
And it is your favorite man of God,
Hey,
Brother James.
hey!
God bless.
Appreciate y'all. We're on Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. Please subscribe. Comment. Do not be under the videos calling Brother James handsome when you are Brother James. We'll be back next week.
Doing it for engagement.